Good morning, fellas. How are we doing? What's up? What's up? We're not on Patrouski today. We are on the alts account. Only Shinies 2, because I messed up the first one. I lost the recordings. The first one, my hard drive died. But what's up, fellas? Good morning. Good morning. Hope we're all having a good day. For those who aren't familiar with the Only Shinies account, let's break down the current... I'm actually have way more encounters on it than I realized. I'm at 5,200 encounters on it, which is awesome. Let's break down what it is. So the Only Shinies account is a pretty... explained in the title sort of thing. It's a PokeMMO account that can only use shiny Pokemon. It's something I've been working on passively for the past 2 years or so. The first iteration actually picked Squirtle, and that was a mistake. So I actually ended up picking Charmander because he has the fastest base speed out of all the Kanto starters. So he is the best because you cannot get a shiny starter Pokemon in PokeMMO. The only way to even do a challenge like this or start a challenge like this is to pick your starter Pokemon, go to Route 1, and then run back and forth in the grass until you find a shiny Pokemon. That's it. That's the only way to even do this sort of challenge. Now, there are a couple questions people always ask or talk to you about. Hey, man, how is, why is your Charmander low HP? Shouldn't you go heal just in case you run into a shiny? And my answer to that is that I have... 2 safety potions, because you're able to get 1 potion from a woman on this route by talking to her, and then you're also able to get a potion up to the top left of Vermilion City. There's like a little tree, and you can walk around, and behind that tree there's a potion. So I've grabbed 2 potions for safety. However, I am not allowed to actually use my Charmander in the battle. Once I find the shiny Pokemon, I do have a limited number. I have 5 Pokeballs to hopefully catch it within. I kind of have a stipulation where if I get down to the very last Pokeball, I might allow myself to scratch it down or something, or use it to get its HP low, because if I don't catch within 5 Pokeballs and I lose it, that would be super, super unfortunate. But I think that's everything in terms of what there is to cover on the Only Shinies account. There's a lot of like FAQ questions that I was going to go. I guess the number 1 Pokemon that I want here on this route, that's a good question. Sentret/Furret. You can get Sentret/Furret. I think it might be like daytime only or certain times of the day in PokeMMO. It's one of the best HM Pokemon, and the main thing that you need to overcome to beat this challenge is just getting Pokemon that can do all the HMs you need to complete the storyline. All right, that's everything explained. Hopefully we don't go super dry on this account. We'll see what happens. A pretty strict rule. The whole point is, yeah, I just can't use any... I'm not allowed to use any non-shiny Pokemon, you know? And I can't start the game until I have a shiny Pokemon. Excuse me. What's up, Tom? You are so baby girl. Thank you, Stunny. I appreciate it. It's the best combo. Good afternoon. It's 12:17 p.m. That's a gamer morning, okay? It's a gamer morning. What's up, Neo? What's up, Hector? What's up, Shizu? What's up, Hazy? What's up, Sky Eats? What's up, Tom? What's up, Stunny? Yeah, we'll do a little bit of progress on it, Manuel. What's up, Marshmallow? What's up, PDA? Who was it that just got it? Wait, someone just got a Cyndaquil. Yeah, someone in chat came in saying they just got a Cyndaquil. Yan Yabilot? Dude, congratulations. You said, I hatched a shiny Cyndaquil, but I was going for a Charmander. Hey, man. Either way, that's pretty fucking incredible. Congratulations to you, dude. Oh, what's up, Pat? Mysterious Pokeballs went up in price a little bit. Ooh, I'll check that out in one split sec. You're good, Super. You're totally good, dude. I didn't even see, yeah, no worries, man. Okay. Hi, is that Asbo? Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? All right, let me, let's check Mysterious Ball Pokemon. Let's see how they're doing. Mysterious. So we've got Great Balls at what? 23K? 24K? Up a little bit. A very small amount. 24K or so. We've got Pokeballs at 13.5. That's a fair raise. When these are like, when they go from like 10K pretty consistently for thousands of them up to like 4K more, very, very high quantity item. That's a really cool little price change. And then Ultra Balls that are on 70K haven't really changed too much. Premieres are the big one. I'm still shocked to see them this low, but we'll see what happens with them. I honestly don't think I've really talked about Mysterious Balls enough. Because Mysterious Balls are probably... I don't think they've... Man, I love to praise the devs, okay? The PokeMMO devs are genius. They are the, the greatest developers of the greatest Pokemon game. I could glaze them all day. But I'm going to be honest, Mysterious Balls are one of the most malicious, horrible updates they've ever added. We've had loot crates and loot boxes, here and there, which are already like a red flag, right? But to add them to this extent to where you can get shiny Pokemon is really disappointing. It's actually like one of the most troubling updates PokeMMO could have released. A way to like pay to win shinies to some extent. Obviously, it's a limited pool of shiny Pokemon, and everything like that. But the time it takes to get, for those who don't know, the quickest you could get a shiny in PokeMMO prior to Mysterious Balls was like 30 hours on average. 30 hours on average. At least they didn't cost RP. They might as well, because you could just buy RP tickets, sell them, and use the Pokeyen. They might as well. It's the same thing. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's a really, really horrible update. It's really, really bad for the game's integrity. And like, I don't know, it's a really big red flag in terms of microtransaction and loot boxes and what the devs want to do in the future. It does worry me a lot. I think I've undersold that. I have 2 backup potions. Hydrogen. Appreciate the check, though. Hey, Pat, do you personally see your encounters as an overall number, or do you separate them per account? I do separate them per account. Obviously, physically you do, but mentally do you see a difference? I mentally do see a difference, but that's kind of silly at the same time, you know? I mean, once again, I always just try to remind people, the amount of encounters you have really doesn't matter. It's still a 1 out of 30. You know, the rate doesn't change. It's encounter counter is a way to trick your brain. And that sounds a little mean, but tricking the human brain is one of the most powerful things you can do, right? Like, tricking the human brain allows you to overcome or do things you wouldn't normally be able to. Shiny hunting is what I call a fruitless grind, which is really painful. A fruitless grind is something where you wake up, you know, work really hard for X amount of hours, you go to bed, and you don't see any progress. It's one of the most painful things. You don't see any progress in a shiny hunt until you see a shiny, which sucks. Encounter counters are a way to trick your brain into thinking you're getting progress, even though you're not really, right? But man, does it feel good to like wake up one day and have like 0 encounters, go to bed with like 10,000. That's like, that, it keeps you sane. Like seeing some sort of progress, seeing some sort of number go up keeps the human brain sane. And it's so important, in my opinion. Obviously, people are different. Some people, like the encounter counter hurts their mental. Totally just do whatever's best for you. But it's a really, really interesting, you know, shiny hunting is such a mental game, the same way so many games that I play. I love that mental grind, you know, element, and do whatever you can to trick your brain into grinding more or staying at it or not getting burnt out, feeling, you know, good, etc., yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I have a pretty solid catch. Like, there's a pretty solid chance I catch them. Hoping for a lower level one. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Like, it was so hard for me to shiny hunt back in the day without, it was so hard without the encounter counter. I would keep tracking a notepad document. Yeah, like before encounter counters existed, I would keep tracking a notepad document. And what I would do is like, I would tick that up. I would try to tick that up every like, I used to like Payday to keep track as well. I'm like, tick it up every Pokeyen. Once Horde came out, I would tick it up 30, you know, every you know, healing of the PP or whatever. But yeah, I always try to keep track of my encounters even before encounter counters existed. But man, it's so hard to shiny hunt long term without an encounter counter for me personally. Yeah, there are some cool ways to like get an you know, just get a guesstimation. Is it worth using Leppas while shiny hunting Magikarps? You should 100% use Leppa berries while hunting for Magikarp / Dratini in Dragon's Den. That's definitely a Leppa location. Any location that requires you to travel through other patches of grass or water or like possible encounters, if you have to travel through possible encounters, it's usually best to use Leppas. There are some spots, like I would actually love for someone to test. It might be worth to do like repels at like Dragon's Den, or like the lantern spot is a really good example, where it might actually be possible / most efficient, at least money wise. The issue is it's probably worth to just, you know, money is time, right? So if you're just spending your money to save time, it's usually worth it in most MMOs. It's a tough thing, but for cheaper players or for budget players, if you want to use repels to like go to the lantern spot at Sutopolis, for example, or make your way over to the Dragon's Den, it might be okay / decent. This encounter is for this account specifically. To be fair, it's for this account and only Shinies 1, if that makes sense. Technically, it's 2 different accounts, but Yeah, you can technically do Litwicks, for example, without Lepus. I wouldn't recommend it. It's pretty far, but... And, like, Litwick without Lepus is actually pretty skill-based. Like, to get the like, route, and so where you aren't bonking, to, like, actually be able to get back to the location is pretty insane. It's, like, actually a pretty difficult route to walk. Gamba? We should run a Gamba today. If there's... I got you. What's the title? Almost had a really dumb question. Good morning. No, you're perfect, Cody. What's up, man? Good morning to you, dude. Starter prediction. It's just gonna be will Pat see/catch a shiny today. Feel free to, you know, make your bets, guys. Keep in mind, like, you know, I get very few encounters here per hour. I think I get like 150 per hour, 200, something like that. It's less than normal single encounters. I think it's around 200 or so. Because I don't have lures active. I don't have a swarm Pokemon. I die every so often. I can't escape sometimes. Do you have Pokeballs? Yes, of course. Totodile, I love you so much, and I appreciate questions like that, but you know, questions like that do frustrate. I want to rant about them. Questions like that do frustrate me a little bit. I get it because people are just, you know, it's easy to make a mistake. People are just trying to look out for me. I understand it to some extent. But it's almost like walking up to a doctor and asking, like, hey, did you bring your scalpel today? Or did you bring, like, your what's it called? Like, your fucking stethoscope? And it's like, yeah, dude. Or I don't know, like, even something more trivial where it's like, you know, I've been doing this. I've been on this account for 5,200 encounters. I've thought through every single possible thing that could happen, more so than, like, you know, just some chatter coming in. Which not like, you know, there's some really experienced people. Your camera, yeah, there's some really experienced Pokemon players who, you know, can come in and offer me advice, but I don't know, it's a thin line because I really like when people teach me things, but the issue is if someone's, like, I guess backseats me in a way. It's backseat gaming, right? In a way where it's something obvious that I obviously know. It irritates me a little. Maybe it shouldn't irritate me that much, but it does irritate me a little. The game of this account not too much. 22 hours. 22 hours. And but it's also because, once again, I had an Only Shinies account 1. It was just called Only Shinies, and that account, I lost the footage from that account, so I had to, like, restart from scratch. It's not Backseat Thursday. True, it's not Backseat Thursday. I will say I will be taking Thursday off of streams. I'm letting you guys know now. I really appreciate you guys watching, you know, every day and stuff like that. It's awesome. I'm gonna take Thursday off because I want to relax while I can. Because I'll be live Saturday. I'll be live Saturday, Sunday. So I'll be live some extra hours. So I'll be 2 extra days, right? So I'll be taking one day off to get 2 extra days of stream because I'm doing Shiny Wars. Shiny Wars is coming out. I like to, whenever there's a big competition for any game, I always recommend and I always try to at least take 2 days fully off of that game. I will not allow myself to log into PokeMMO Thursday, Friday, because it's so important to build like, you rebuild that desire to shiny hunt, essentially. It's like from scratch. It's so nice. Good morning, Manson. We shall backseat on Saturday/Sunday. Nice. Hopefully that's not true, Anime Juice. Deep Nuts Wednesday is crazy. Yeah, once I get my first shiny, this account really begins. Yeah, I purposely am dodging Backseat Thursday. 22 hours of AD. Yeah, yes. That's a really funny sentence, but yeah, pretty much. 22 hours of just spamming AD. I just have no idea as my honest answer, Manuel. The issue with TikTok viewers, not that, okay, so I actually think that TikTok and Insta and, like, social media short platforms are actually really good for PokeMMO, because I feel like PokeMMO is a game that could be marketed to the masses. There's a lot of casual Pokemon fans that would fucking love PokeMMO. I think it's, like, actually a really good game to, like, flash in front of, like, a casual audience's face, and they're like, oh shit, I want to play that, what the hell, you know? However, having said that, I do think in terms of, like, viewer numbers on TikTok, from my understanding, the way that TikTok viewers work is, like, if someone just flicks by your stream, like let's say they like are flicking through memes or whatever, they flick through on it for a split second and flick through, that viewer retains for like a couple minutes, if not like, yeah. So it's kind of like a dishonest number is the issue. I mean, so same with Twitch, right? But on Twitch, people are less likely to like click on a stream and leave immediately. They'll at least stick around for like usually like 3 minutes or so. People are way more likely to, if they click on a stream and get ads, to leave on Twitch. Was a huge, that's why I fucking hate pre-roll ads. I really dislike. I need to play ads to survive. I need to play ads to stay full time. Ads are super important for content creators. As shitty as they are, they're fucking important. They keep us, they make us able to do what we do and make us able to make content. We have to pay rent, right? However, I hate ads that play when someone joins the stream. Because how do they even know if they like the stream? Like, they're just watching that. It's so annoying. They're so likely to leave. It's just let them at least get ads should be played after you get content, not before, right? Ads should be played after you get content, or like in the middle, right? Mid-roll ads make sense because like, oh, I started watching this video, I've really enjoyed it, so I'll watch this ad or whatever to get through to the other side. I think that's fucking cool, you know? That's fucking cool. Did ads actually appear? I didn't run any ads. That's just auto. What are you hunting? Just anything on this route on my only Shinies account. Hopefully I'm looking for like Sentret / Furret, which I think is only available in the day or nighttime. Would be the best. Would be the best one. Reading. What's up, Mind Game? What did I miss? There's Pikachu here at like a 1%, which is really funny. Is there a sweet scent Pokemon you can get before Rock's Gym? Or before Brock's Gym? Yes. However, I'm limiting my, like, technically, if I wanted to be super efficient, what I could technically do is go get Oddish. Because north of this city, Viridian City, there's Oddish spawns up there, but I don't think that's fair. I think I should have to be stuck to Route 1. The fact that my starter cannot be shiny, that's been my rule on this account, is I'm locking myself to Route 1 specifically. Because otherwise I would be able to go like Oddish. Technically, Pikachu is a 1% chance here. Very low, but Pikachu can learn Sweet Scent. That would be an insane, very lucky and a cool, decent looking shiny. Give me the background. Yes, all on the shelf are games. To be fair, don't be mesmerized. Like, I think this whole shelf, I think, are these three. These three quadrants. This one, and this one are all games missing a disc, which is one of the most funniest. It's one of the funniest purchases I've made. And I kind of regret it, kind of don't. It was such a good deal. What's up, JW Tree? But I'm gonna be honest, I definitely didn't know at the time. I did not know they were all missing a disc. The eBay listing did not make that clear. I even like left them a message like, hey, not to be a dick, like I totally, like I'm so happy with the deal. It was like $37 for all of these. Xbox 360, Xbox One. Like, you know, worst case scenario, I just use them as cases, and that's like new cases, and that's totally fine. But I was still like, I didn't, you know, this was not clear to me. Yada yada. Rattata, Guts, Facade gonna carry you. How do I say? Eradicate, Guts, Facade is really solid in PokeMMO, and would be solid in a run like this where I'm so limited on Pokemon for sure. Eradicate, Guts, Facade is aggressively overrated in PokeMMO. I think a lot of, in general, if you're like a normal account, you should almost never be using Guts, Eradicate, Facade. Unless you're like, if you're brand new to the game and don't have much Pokeyen, maybe, up to like 4th gym badge. I have a bunch of videos covering like what are the best Pokemon in PokeMMO and why that's the case. What a lot of people, you'll see a lot of people come from traditional Pokemon or Pokemon Nuzlocke and come to the game and say, really, not to like, I love Pokemon Challenges, extremely smart and really good at Nuzlocke. But what happens is I get a lot of people coming from Pokemon Challenges community, and they come to me and they say, oh fuck, also only Shinies, and Shiny Cantalok is awesome. They come to my community and they say, oh, I don't know if you know this, but like Guts, Facade, Swellow is really good, and like Guts, Facade, Raticate is really good. And I'm like, they're fine, but they're not in PokeMMO. The reason why, and I have a bunch of videos explaining this in general, but You don't have to sacrifice bulk in Pokemon. When you have 5 generations of Pokemon alongside Gen 9 balancing changes, you don't have to use Pokemon like Swellow. You don't have to use Pokemon like Raticate, which are fast and hit hard, right? They're fast and they hit hard, but they're frail. You don't have to. When you could use things like Gyarados, which is fast, hits hard, sets up, and bulky, or Crocodile, fast, hits hard, auto snowballs with Moxie. Like, when you have Moxie Gyarados, Moxie Crocodile, Moxie Scrafty, like, you have Pokemon that are so much stronger. Now, Swellow and Raticate are great in the traditional games and great in Nuzlocke. Even in Pokemon that are with Nuzlocke. Yeah. I get so many people coming to tell me these things, and it's like, what you're doing is you're taking knowledge and you're taking information from a different structure and trying to transfer it to a different structure. It doesn't work like that. I always compare it to, it's like being a really like smart and talented car guy, like knowing a shit ton about cars, and then going to like a BMX show, right? Like bikes, like, you know, and being like, hey man, you have to like change your oil twice a week. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm riding a fucking bicycle, bro. What are you on about? I feel like that happens a lot. And it's just, Pokemon knowledge is not interchangeable between games. I think a lot of people, I mean, it is to some extent, right? Like, obviously, if Raticate has guts, you know, it could have, you know, as long as they have some abilities, blah, blah, blah. But, like, what's the best is not interchangeable. That's what's important. PokeMMO is just very much its own Pokemon game. And I think a lot of people come to PokeMMO with, like, 10,000 hours in Pokemon. Like, Pokemon experts, right? Come to PokeMMO and try to transfer all of that knowledge directly, and then they realize, oh shit, this game is really different, you know? Just use them to sweep teams or make them bulky, but why would you ever do that when you could just use better Pokemon? Like, why would you ever try to make something bad work when you just have stronger options, right? That's the thing. If you want to use Guts Raticate and Guts Swellow, more power to you. They're fine. They're not bad. They're probably in like the upper half, I guess. But why would you take those risks when there's so many Pokemon in the PokeMMO storyline that have Focus Sash, Sturdy, Quick? Like, the PokeMMO AI is brutal, man. You're gonna see Fire Gem Growlithe on the SSN. Like, you're not, you know. There's just better options. Yes, I've looked into it a little bit, Black Talon. I keep an eye on it. Good luck to you, Starkey. That's awesome, dude. What's up, by the way? Chalk Cutie? What's up, dude? Doubter's throwing big money in the gambit today? Oh, no. Dude, it's super cool to see people who are also doing this challenge with me. We have Shiny Kanto Lock and Shiny Locked Man, which is awesome. It's really, yeah, beat the storyline. I'm only allowed to use Shiny Pokemon, Victor. That's the main thing. I'm only allowed to use Shiny Pokemon. No, do you have that many points, Tom? Or is that, no, you're saying that's a total. I was like, dude, if one person had 550, okay, yeah, that's a total. I was like, that would be insane. Just started playing the game. I can't write any tips. My most popular video on my channel, which I can link to you, is called 63 Tips for New Players in PokeMMO. That video and all my other videos, if you just Google like PokeMMO tips, some videos of mine will pop up. Videos targeted around giving tips are usually going to give better tips than me on a live stream format, just off the whim, you know. If you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer or link you a video or give you advice in that way, but I want to turn this up so we can truly hear the shiny when we get it. That's an honor, Mishu. Such a good time to start, dude. The 10th anniversary event was crazy. I think the 10th anniversary event was still either the 10th anniversary event or Johto's release was the most like bump in viewers I've ever received. Is it possible to have a shiny starter make multiple accounts? It is not. Shiny starter or starter Pokemon are shiny locked in PokeMMO. What's up, it's Zodius. How you doing today? Good morning, good morning. So much better. Yeah, there's a lot better Pokemon on Route 2 for sure. Yeah, 1 shiny per gym. Good luck to you, man. Yes, I agree. Route 2 definitely has better Pokemon. The Oddish and stuff is nice. Is that like Caterpie and stuff there as well? Are you using donor status? I'm not allowed to use donor status or shiny charms. How does shiny work in the game? Shiny, it's the same as in Pokemon in general. I mean, there's a bunch of other different methods and such, but the main thing to keep in mind, Manix, is that the shiny rate is 1 out of 30,000, so it's just super rare. Any people hunting this spot because it's route 1. I'm not allowed to play the game without a shiny Pokemon. Can you go route 2? I'm not allowing myself personally. Since the rules are like the point of, like, for other, so if you ever see, there's a bunch of other like only shinies challenges for Pokemon games on YouTube, just none for PokeMMO. And for most of those challenges, they have to just soft reset to even start the game to get a starter, right? Now, you can't do that in PokeMMO, so I'm locking myself to route 1. I think I'm really allowed to hunt wherever at that point, PDA, but we'll see. Were shiny starters locked back in the early days? I don't believe so. That's a good question. I don't think so. Yeah, hopefully, JW. I answered that question at the beginning of the stream. Barrels. And I answered, yeah, so I have 2 backup potions barrels. I'm not sure. So the reason I have my client English and Spanish is just because it's a side effect of my custom strings. I would assume there's a way to do it unexpressive, but I unfortunately wouldn't know how to. Hi, I'm new to PokeMMO. Can you redo the storyline? It's awesome that a new player is asking that. I wish. I feel like if there was, that's something I've been talking about. That would be a really cool piece of endgame content to allow you to like prestige your account and essentially redo the storylines at like a harder difficulty or something. I think that would be super, 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 super cool. But no, you can't really, you can like create a new account and redo them. There's 5 storylines right now in PokeMMO. Obviously Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, gens 1 through 5. I would love the ability to prestige and earn some sort of long-term rewards or very intense rewards. Even if it's like I've thought about like if they gave like a 1% increase in shiny rate or something like that permanently, or something like very, very small for completing the story X amount of times, or I think it'd be a really interesting change to offer like serious long-term benefits to prestiging storylines. Bilingual clients, it's a side effect of custom strings. If you Google PokeMMO custom strings updated guide, I can link it for you actually. It's the strings make things English and Spanish. There's probably a way to do that with, like you said, Italian. I don't know, man. I don't know how to, I wouldn't know how to do that. I'm not a maker of custom strings, unfortunately. Do you know if plus or minus works in NU abilities? I think they have to be, I could be wrong. Someone could correct me. I think they have to be out on the field at the same time. I think it only works for doubles, which is why that ability sucks so much. Yeah, I think something like, and like having it capped at like, yeah, I think it'd be super, super interesting. Now I will say, oh yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, do each region 1 more time, and yeah, I think they're really cool. I think a 5% permanent boost would be mostly fine for something like that. Now, I even argued in the past, what about new account? I've worked on this account passively for like 2 years, but it's a side account. Oh, what's up, Atreyu? How you doing? I should make an FAQ for the Only Shinies account because there's a lot of questions that I have to answer repeatedly for. And it only makes sense. So they're good questions. This is something I like. There's a lot of stuff where people say, "Oh, you should make FAQs for this," and it's like, well, most things you can just Google in PokeMMO and find the answers. Only Shinies is something I legit should have an FAQ for. Let me actually get my notepad document up on that. Only Shinies FAQ. Let's sort of create an FAQ right now. Get an encounter. One sec. This is a long walk. What is it? Only Shinies is an account that can only use shiny Pokemon. Therefore, I cannot play the game until I get one. But your Charmander isn't shiny. Starter Pokemon. There's so many questions. Let me get an encounter really quick. Are shiny locked in PokeMMO? So the only way to do this challenge is to start on Route 1 and restrict usage of my starter. He will be released after I catch a shiny. Why Charmander? Fastest base speed starter in Kanto, allowing me to run from more battles. It's a good FAQ. It's going well. Okay. Then we've got, hey, shouldn't you heal? Your Charmander is low HP. What if he dies in the shiny battle? My music paused. Don't send me mail, please. I can't use this. Don't do this. I appreciate it. I can't. I'm not allowed any outside help, guys. That'll be a good FAQ. All right. What a horrible get permabanned. What a horrible thing to say. Also, I don't even think it's true. But you should go, like, seek help, man. Professional help. Why do you want to suffer like this? I love grinding. What's the meaning of a title? I'm working on an FAQ right now to help explain things. Can you somehow, so if every 30 hours there's a potential shiny, can you somehow manipulate? No, not at all. So it's just 30 hours on average. It's not oh, 30 hours of gameplay is a guaranteed shiny. There's never a guaranteed shiny. There's no pity system. It's kind of like 30 hours just the average time it takes. It's like how do I explain this? It's like shiny hunting is like rolling a 30,000 sided die. The shiny rate's 1 out of 30,000. If you do ×5 hordes near a PC, that's the fastest way to get a shiny. It is not a shiny every 30 hours here. Not at all. It's way longer. Don't think about it in terms of time if that's gonna, mess you up. Just think about it in terms of the average shiny rate is 1 out of 30,000. You could go 3,000 dry. You could go 300,000 dry. You're never guaranteed a shiny. It's just not how. Think of it as every Pokemon encounter is like rolling a 30,000 sided die. Dude, I appreciate you watching, Jaspel. Much love to you, dude. Nice, dude. Amulet coin farming is super nice, Uffy. I'd really enjoy it. Thank you to Gnome. I appreciate the good luck. Holly Haircliff. Okay, now we're talking. Ooh, hopefully it's not an F. I'll check my frames. I dropped 46 frames, very small amount. Hopefully it's fine. Dude, it sucks, Eduardo. Math is so confusing. Like even for it sucks how hard it is to explain like math just regarding like PokeMMO probability and statistics. And I'm horrible at math. I've only learned enough math to hopefully explain like PokeMMO shiny hunting enough, and then that's, yeah, it's so hard, dude. Dude, nice work, Eduardo. That's a fantastic, like, beginner money method. UIM? No, like, I'm not thinking, like, no Nuzlocke right now. No, Iron Man. That would be too tough. That would be too tough. That's a really good vanity goal, Mishu. Good luck to you, man. Yeah, hopefully Raccoon. We'll see. One day, like, it's gonna be the day that I finally get a shiny on this account will just be such an insane moment, such an insane reaction. Like, I've been passively working on this account for like over 2 years. Very, very, you know, I'm not on it very much. It's only when I'm usually only on this account when I don't have other stuff going on, or I can't be on my main account for some reason, which is pretty, like, not often. The best shiny Pokemon on this route would actually be Sentret / Furret, because it allows me to have the most HMs to be able to complete the storyline. Having powerful Pokemon to help beat stuff would be nice, but it's not required, whereas HMs are required. A non-shiny only on that is so easy? Dude, hell yeah. Would you allow a non-shiny for sweet? Nope, absolutely not. Good question. Absolutely not. Okay, what are the other questions? I have 2 backup. So, shouldn't you heal your Charmander's low HP? What if he dies in the shiny battle? I have 2 backup potions. One received from the lady on Route 1, and the other from behind the tree in Viridian City. What's the other question? Do you even have Pokeballs? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, question mark. Yes. You get 5 from delivering Oak's parcel. If I don't catch it in those 5, we go again. Isn't that so risky? Yes. What are you gonna do? All right. Any other Can I send can you use donator status, shiny charm, etc.? Not without paying for them with Pokeyen I've earned on the account. I haven't even thought about that. That's a really interesting, like, once I actually get the account developed, it's possible I have to, like, make Pokeyen to get charm. Probably not worth it. We'll see. Can I ask advice? You can always ask advice, man. Yeah. Be stoic about it is so funny. I want to just buy a shiny off the GTL. Hopefully I don't have to answer that question in the FAQ. Doing a charm link? Yes, that's outside help. Yeah, no outside help. I will not accept any outside help, gifted items, charm links, etc. Do not mail me. Do not mail me anything. Is Machamp worth it for the storyline? I would say Machamp is pretty mediocre for the storyline. Pretty mediocre. He's just too slow. Like, he hits hard and is bulky, and you can do things, but, like, why would you ever... The time you lose from waiting to move after, even if you, like, can stay alive, even if you, like, bulk up and drain punch every fight, the time you lose by just going second every fight would suck. Yeah, if you just Google, like, what's the best Pokemon to beat PokeMMO, you know, storyline Pokemon, I have a bunch of videos on that topic. Technically, I guess that's true, Raccoon. Technically. Where is it? I'm gonna get it. I'm making it. It's in my. It's in a notepad document at the sec. At the moment. Okay, so far on the FAQ, I have, what is it? Only Shinies is an account that can only use shiny Pokemon, therefore I cannot play the game until I get one. But your Charmander isn't shiny. Starter Pokemon are shiny locked to PokeMMO, so the only way to do this challenge is to start off on Route 1 and restrict usage of my starter. He will be released after I catch a shiny. Why Charmander? Question mark. Fastest base stat speed for a starter in Kanto allowed me to run for more battles. Shouldn't you heal? Question mark. Your Charmander is low HP. What if he dies in the shiny battle? I have 2 backup potions, one received from the lady on Route 1 and the other from behind the tree in Viridian Forest, or Viridian City. Do you even have Pokeballs? Question mark. Yes, you get 5 from delivering a parcel. If I don't catch those, we go again. Isn't that so risky? Yes. What are you going to do, though? Can use dinner status / shiny charm, etc. Not without paying for them with the Pokeyen I've earned on the account. I will not accept any outside help, gifted items, charm linked, etc. Do not mail me anything. Okay. Anything else? I'm really shunting for whatever, Golden. Any Pokemon I'd be happy with. The best one would probably be Sentry. I guess I should ask that. Is this a Nuzlocke? No, it's not a Nuzlocke. Don't release your Charmander. I'm gonna release my Charmander. Why don't you use regular Pokemon? Yeah, great FAQ. Is this a Nuzlocke? No. I'm not that crazy. If my Pokemon dies, I can heal and continue. If you Google what are the hard, I have a video on that topic, Chewy. If you Google like most difficult or hardest shinies in PokeMMO, a shiny only Nuzlocke is too much for me. That's insane. Why did you lose the first pack against the rival? Oh, wait, did you? That's actually... Okay, this is the most Gator Brain question I've seen so far in chat today. Hi, Pat. How are you doing? About the Only Shinies account, why did you lose the first battle against the rival? That is such a good question. So the reason you're asking that is because my Charmander is level 5 and not level 6, and if I would have beaten the rival in Professor Oak's lab, it would have put me to level 6. Great fucking question. The reason why I chose to lose against him is because I'm not allowed to use my Charmander. Like, this is a strict, like... The point of this account is I'm only allowed to use shiny Pokemon. So even in the first rival battle, I did not allow myself to... I have never clicked an attack move on Charmander. That was a really, really good question. That was a super good... Choose to lose? I literally just had to spam... Like, it sucks. I had to spam Growl. And like, yeah, it was really annoying. That was a great fucking question. You're gonna lower its HP? Nope, not allowed to use it. No, dude, that was a great fucking question, Ricardo. That was a... I had to remember... Like, I had to think about why, you know? That was a great question, dude. I cannot trade the Charmander. It's a gift Pokemon. Starters are gifts nowadays, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, seriously. Dude, I think it's fine. I think, like, it's a pretty extreme rule for me, Ricardo. I think it's fine to do what you did, you know? Yeah, I fucking probably will, Rumel. I probably will for, like, is it, like, Fly or whatever, HMs? I'm gonna catch 2 before the first badge? I'm not that psychotic. What? Hopefully, no, I should only hopefully, I just need 1 Pokemon, you know? Nice Cyndaquil, dude. Why did you lose the rival battle in Professor Oak's lab? That's a good question. This is a great question. Hey, I've noticed my Charmander is level 5, not 6, which it would be if I beat my rival. I chose to lose that fight because I am not allowed to click any attacks or use my Charmander at all? Great question. I don't. I'm like so. That's such a good question. We're supposed to level your Pokemon. If you Google PokeMMO XP guide, I've got to get it. Once again, guys, Google Gaga. Okay. We live in the day and an age where you can Google questions about Pokemon and find answers. My entire this is like very like back in my day. It's kind of cringe, but it's like an appreciation thing, right? For 9 years, right? Until 2 or 3 years ago, we literally could not do that. Like so many people grew up playing PokeMMO without the ability to Google questions. If you Googled shit, you would get nothing. You would get no results, or you'd have to browse through forums for hours to find anything. Please fucking abuse how powerful Google is. It's such an insane resource we have access to. I'm sorry to hear that, Queso. Sorry to hear it. KH. It's fun to call you KH Sora. I said it a little stupid. KH. Automatically lose. Yeah, I don't think I did that, but that's a cool strat. Quick rules of the log. I'm making the FAQ right now. Here, let me go ahead and actually... Is there a moderator in chat that can... Or is there anywhere I could, like a paste bin or something? I've never used paste bin. Paste bin. Yeah, paste bin is good for this. Only Shinies account. Paste. Okay, we're gonna add this to only Shinies account FAQ. Read this before asking questions, please. Is XP Reamplifier worth the price? XP Reamplifier is like... It's gotten better. Whether it's worth the price is a really interesting question. I think I did a video covering it. I think if you're turbo endgame... I would never rush XP Reamplifier. Yeah, no trading is allowed. Okay, the FAQ is officially in the YouTube description. When did you start this challenge? A little over like 2 years ago. I just worked on it super passively. Super passively. Yo, hell yeah, Uthie, I appreciate it. Yeah, so usually single encounters will take you around like 300 hours. Or no, sorry, 100 hours per shot. You should be able to get around 300 encounters per hour if you're efficiently single encountering. So expert lures, swarm Pokemon, you know, stuff like that. But with something like on this account, I think it's what's it called? On this account, it's like 200 encounters per hour or something like that. I have a really in-depth video that covers that topic, Badiak. If you Google what's the best region in PokeMMO, I've got a super in-depth video covering all the positives and negatives of each region. Are you allowing Sweet Scent on? If I get a Sweet Scent shiny, yes. On this account, I'm at 22 hours, but this is also only Shinies 2 because the first one I lost the footage for when my hard drive died. I wanted to restart and get new footage of me like creating the account and stuff. Yeah, no, dude, if I missed a question, you're totally fine to repost, Adzi. I know you said you release Charmander on your... So once again, I already answered this. The Charmander is not tradable. It's a gift Pokemon. Can you trade your Shinies? I think it has to be my OT. Yeah, for sure, stupid. That's a good question. I feel it's mean to call you... Your name is Stupid Die in chat. Honest Shiny would be super good. Oh my god, dude. One of the best possible Shinies on this account that would... Yeah, totally possible to even get, Griff. You're 100% Shiny Oddish. Shiny Oddish would be incredible. It would actually be so good. like because you get a quiver dancing, really powerful Pokemon in the storyline, and then also obviously a Sweet Scent user. Oddish / Blossom would be one of the best mods for sure. Read the FAQ, Eduardo. FAQ answers that now, man. FAQ is in the Twitch, the YouTube description. I want to add a command on Twitch as well. I'm good, Clarko. What's up, man? I'm pretty good today. What's up, dude? Chippy, what's up, Jax? Obviously you've been here. I'm just saying what's up. Calling viewers stupid. I don't mean to. I don't like to call. It's just because this guy's name in chat is literally stupid guy. I'm not trying to call him stupid, you know. I can call him like SG, like a nickname or something. Is the FAQ useful? Hopefully it will be. Here is the FAQ for those who haven't. It should be, if you refresh, it should be in the YouTube description now. But I also want to add it to Twitch. I need some sort of command or something. I could technically put it... Yeah. Should I put Iron Tail on my Alpha Aggron? Probably not. Unfortunately, Iron Tail's a pretty bad move. But it'd be pretty based. It's a pretty cool move. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Barrels. I have to actually... The issue is... Okay, chat's gonna make fun of me because I'm gonna try to add a command. I don't know what fucking function works. Add command. I've tried like... I literally don't know what works. Oh, I'm doing double D's, aren't I? No, it should be double D. Like, how do none of these functions work? I don't understand. I used to be so good at this shit I used to be a Twitch mod in so many chats, so I would understand. Good luck to you, Ants. Anyone hunting? Oh, a good thing to add to the FAQ is... Well, I guess I can't run is the issue. I don't have running shoes. I wonder if that's a thing to add. We'll see. We'll see if people asked it. Who'd you mod for? Mostly small channels back in the day. Like I never mod. I think, like, what's the biggest streamer I modded for? I'm trying to think. Nothing. Maybe Magic the Blathering, and I like. Was I even? I don't even remember. I don't even know if I was a mod for him. I just watched. I'm trying to remember. I used to mod for a bunch of like 10 to 20 viewer streamers. I used to love watching small streamers. I always say, like, I joke about it. I prefer to be a, I kind of prefer to be a chatter than a streamer, which is a really funny sentence, right? But I fucking love Twitch chat is so fun. It's such a dumb good meme. I love it. I grew up in Twitch chat, which is a horrible sentence to say out loud, but I love Twitch chat. Can agree with that, yeah. Did you do some crying? You've been hiking a lot, Clarko. Was it some crazy gnarly hike today, man? Good on you, dude. Literally sleeping? Good question. Good question, Ricardo. Why do you stream on YouTube on Twitch? I stream on both, my man. I dual stream on both, my homie. I don't know what's on the account. 22 on this one, but I also had only Shinies 1, which probably had I probably have like 50 hours into the challenge, 40 to 50 overall. 3 mountains, it's crazy, dude. If you Google PokeMMO tips for beating the Elite Four, I've got some videos on it, cats. In the Dungeon Defenders series, I think I have up to episode 91 scheduled at the moment, Chiku. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, Chiku. Should I give you a spoiler? Yeah, unless you don't want it. Not really a spoiler. I attempted the crystalline dimension, and I've been stalling for content to get back to, because dude, I am scared to try that map again. I was shocked. That map shocked me, is what I'll say. Genuinely, I did not expect it at all. Thank you, Rumel. It's exclamation mark command ad. Come on. It's a gauntlet. Dude, I expected it to be, I don't know what I expected. Something very, very different. I did not expect it to be what it is. I'm glad it is what it is. Not easy. Yeah, I totally was underprepared, or but like, there's just, I definitely could beat the map at my current power level, Chiku. It's just the strategy jump that I have to learn. I have to just practice that map. That map's just gonna take a lot of time. The real answer is that map is just gonna take a lot of time to learn things. There's a poll going right now, or there should be a there's already an FAQ pat. Thanks for the sub, Chiku. I fucking appreciate that, man. Supporting on here obviously helps support the dungeon, you know, the same cause, Dungeon Defenders content. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you watching as much as you do, dude. Add, fuck, what the fuck? As soon as you sub, that's stupid. I'm sorry, dude. Is there already an FAQ command? You could do like exclamation mark only shinies. Exclamation mark command add. I really appreciate this, Rumel. Only shinies. What? Only shinies. Fuck! Alright, there you go. It basically already exists. Well, there we go, boys. Command add only shinies FAQ. That is such a shitty thing to, that's such a long should I just do like FAQ 2? What the fuck does FAQ do? Exclamation mark FAQ. Oh, we can just change this. This was just a, I don't want to lose this paste bin. Let's do command add FAQ and add FAQ 2. There you go. There we go. That should be good. Fuck it. We've got some stuff. With enough commands, we'll eventually answer everything. True and real. Command Joel. So stupid. This is the, yeah, enough commands. Expression of Discord to push my adventures. I feel like, is there a chat that could also be posted in, Clarko? Dude, the only, there's just so many channels in my Discord right now. Like, there's so many channels that it annoys me. I can't imagine the average person. Maybe people like it, though. I hate how many channels there are in my Discord. I think there's way too fucking many. It actually turbo annoys me. Did you add CDs? CDs nuts? See you in 10 minutes, mate. See you in 10 minutes on the failed D's nuts joke. That's what happens. If you make a D's nuts joke, it's a 10-minute timeout. If you get me on a D's nuts joke, all you get is chat glory. That's all it is. Salute the soldier who attempted. I respect it, Coco, but we've got to stick to the rule. I mean, no, but I like the... Oh, dude, 100% barrels. Like, no matter how many FAQs, people always say, like, oh, if you're annoyed by people asking questions, like, oh, just add an FAQ. And it's like, dude, people who aren't even willing to Google something, sure as hell, aren't going to check a fucking FAQ hidden in, like, the description of a stream. Like, it is, people are always going to ask or always be silly or, yeah. Anyone can apply to Team Mister, but it's an extremely full team. We're always max on people. So applicant, like we have to just take we a lot of there's, you know, it's the most popular team in the game, most applicants, most applications of any team. We're constantly full. Anyone can apply, which is awesome, and I think we always want to keep, but just keep that in mind. Like, if you get rejected, we're not trying to shit on you. A lot of people get rejected from Team Mister and then like spend and like go on to hate on us. Like, it's really funny. I mean, it's not funny, it's really sad, but like, yeah, I guess you have to laugh at it or whatever, right? If people have made Twitch accounts and like will like go harass Team Mister people and stuff, which really sucks. Like, we're not trying to like be exclusive. We're not. If we could, you know, there's just only so many people can be in the team, and when so many people want to be in the team, what the fuck are we? You know, what can we do, right? Motivates me, yeah. That should be the thing. Should be like, if it, you know, if you get rejected, go shiny hunt hard enough, and if you get good enough at shiny hunting, eventually, you know, you're gonna get let in. But it depends if people are AFK and stuff like that. I'd be pretty happy with the hoot, man. I appreciate the... Dude, you're okay. Dude, you're okay, Eduardo. I don't mind. I want to preface. I feel like I rag on people a lot for asking questions sometimes. And it's not that... I don't want you guys to ever be afraid of asking questions. Asking questions is totally fine. However, I please and I desperately ask that you Google questions, use the resources at your disposal before asking me. That's all I ask. And if you do that, I promise you I will never be upset at a question. If you preface a question being like, hey man, I tried to Google this, I couldn't find anything, what's blah blah blah, and I'll be like, okay dude, yeah, I'll happily answer it in depth, right? The issue is it really does hurt me, and it becomes really frustrating when I've made over 2,000 videos answering questions about this game, and I've put like the last 2 years of my life dedicated to answering stuff about this game, and, you know, search engine optimizing it so people can just Google stuff, and then people still not doing it and still asking for my time and energy when they haven't even put in their own. That really hurts me, you know. That's really, really annoying. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, it just really bothers me. Well, I mean, but they're like, it's not even just new, like, there's a lot of new chatters and new players who just Google stuff and find all the answers. Or it's not like that new players are being dumb. It's like it's just a certain kind of person that isn't used to seeking out information, or like it's a certain kind of person who isn't as independent as others, which isn't even like a rag. Like, that's just, people are on their own fucking journeys. Dude, I was super like not independent until I was like 18, 19 years old. Like, I was very like, people on different journeys, people mature at different rates. It just depends, you know. You have to be in Team Mister to get drafted into Shiny Wars, Jamal. The Team Mister only event. Is there a 53 tips? 63, yeah. But not quite 53, unfortunately, so I've got nothing for you. Dude, Johto, I'm so glad you asked this. I'm so glad you brought this up, Zachary. Started in Johto in the game yesterday, and it feels hard as hell on a fresh save. Do you think it's the hardest region? Yes, I do. Or do you think I just suck? No, I think Johto is the hardest region to start in, 100%. It's brutal that you started there, man. So the reason why Johto is so hard is because the Alpha Gyarados, like on a fresh save, the Alpha Gyarados fight is really hard. And just if you don't like have a lot of game knowledge or like a ton of experience with PokeMMO specifically, not even just Pokemon, the Alpha Gyarados fight is really hard. And then the Ho-Oh fight, you have 2 boss battles in the normal storyline before even reaching the Elite Four, and you have to beat Whitney's Miltank. So you've got Whitney's Miltank, which is pretty tough in PokeMMO. The Alpha, you know, the Shalfa Gyarados fight at Lake of Rage, the Ho-Oh boss fight, and then, to be fair, the Elite Four in Johto, in my opinion, is the weakest. The Johto Elite Four is probably the easiest, but it's because those 2 boss fights throughout the storyline are so goddamn hard, and the amount of like traversal up that stupid Ho-Oh like thing, like, dude, the Johto region's probably the hardest to complete. It's a tough one, man. It's tough, dude. It's not you just sucking. That would be tough for me if I started, like, with even using all the game knowledge I had, it'd be tough, right? Yeah, K9. Fuck. I got really lucky on my Whitney fight. Sinnoh is like the second toughest, I would argue. I don't think Unova is that tough for me. For me personally, I haven't had much issue with it, but that, you know, it's just personal opinion to some extent. Anybody can like a set of requirements. There's no requirements. It's really like anybody can apply to Team Mister. What's Team Mister? It's just like a clan slash guild in the game. The clan slash guild that I'm in. It's the most popular. It's the best shiny hunting team in PokeMMO, obviously, in my opinion. If you Google PokeMMO Team Mister, you'll find some results. You'll find some forum posts. It's honestly a great litmus test. Like, if people ask, like, hey, how can I apply to Team Mister? I mean, that's fine. But if people ask, like, I don't know, you gotta have a little bit of independency to even to Google, you know, to Google, like, oh, Team Mister PokeMMO, how do I join? If you Google that question, the results will come up. Like, it's so if you have that independency to find that shows a lot of already positive to join the team. It's just a very, very full team. We just, you know, we're constantly 150 out of 150. You can only have 150 members in a team, so it's just always full. There's always like a fucking, it's always full plus a list of applicants that still want to join. It's really, really, really tough. There's a lot of great teams in Pokemon. I don't want to ever come off like Team Mister is the only good team. I think it's the best team, obviously, because I'm in it, and I even if I wasn't in it, it's fantastic. There's a lot of great teams. What are some other teams? Once again, just go to the forums, man. If you Google, guys, independency, Google. If you Google how to join a team PokeMMO, it's that simple. You'll come up with a video explaining it. There's like a couple different ways you can join a team. Every shiny you've caught or every Pokemon. This is encounters on this account specifically since my last shiny, and I've had 0, you know, shiny, so it's 0 encounters to specifically. What do I want to join Team Mister? It's the most. I mean, it's the best shiny hunting team. They want to learn. It's kind of like, why do a lot of people want to join? How do you explain that? Why do a lot of people want to join the Patriots? At least back when they were good. Why do a lot of people want to join the fucking Lakers? Like, if anyone wants to join the best team of anything, to be the best and to learn, and you know. There's a lot of great teams. Like, Pori seems cool. Team Air, Team Lava, Team, is it Aura? I know of a few teams just by name, but not that many. Unfortunately, there's a fucking shit ton of great teams in PokeMMO. Yeah, it's really just to, like, learn from the best, Neb, be around the best. Like, you also just, like, people like us as humans, we just like being around people with similar goals, and it fucking helps, man. Like, if you're a shiny hunter, it is so helpful being in a team surrounded by like-minded individuals who are also shunting. It is so motivating. So motivating. Teams are so important. I have a video talking about why teams are so good and why they're so important. I recommend checking that out, but I think it's called like the extreme benefits, like the benefits of joining a team or something like that in PokeMMO. It's so good. Oh my god, I haven't even gotten to the boss yet, Chico. That's terrifying. Yes, might be worth experiencing on even, yes. Chico, I'm so glad you said that, because that's something off camera, out of the series, that's something I've toyed around with the idea of, is doing it on easy difficulty. 100%. That's a really good shout. Dude, hell yeah, Rylith. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you, dude. Dude, yeah, it helps so much, Soul. Thank you for taking the time to write that out, Chico. I bet my neck, dude, I need to shave. So, this is like not really relevant to the stream, but I mean, yeah. I mean, my face on stream is kind of relevant. I left my razor at Casey's place, so I haven't been able to shave for like two weeks or some shit, so I am scraggly right now, so I apologize. You see me clugging back a monster and see some extra hair. I'm excited. She's gonna bring it back when she comes over in a sec. I'm excited to, dude, it's such a funny thing, but to prepare for Shiny Wars, you want to shave up, you know, like you want to like, because you don't want to have to be like all scraggly and shit during wars. You want to, you got to prepare in every way for an event like this. Like, you have to prepare, you know, hygienically beforehand. Make sure you stock up on fucking deodorant, shave, whatever you need to do, food, energy drinks, yada yada, right? I believe that's correct, Bep. I believe so. That's a great question. Honey trees are a mechanic that I don't really explore enough. I think it's really interesting. Dude, yes, barrels, yeah. Shaving is yeah, underrated thing to prepare. Like also like showering, as funny as it is, I would do this during fantasy EHP as well. I would shower. So like Navy SEAL training, dude. I know how it's just like 7 days of like intense shunting. Like any time spent doing something else is a time loss, you know? It's a lot, dude. It'd be so dope. I think, I mean, that's a cool idea, but I think Team Misters is perfect because like no what's the word? Like no disrespect to any other teams. There's a lot of great teams. There's a lot of great shunning teams, but I feel like Team Mister is the most dense. If you're looking for like dense quality shunters, I mean, Team Mister is, you know, I would argue the best shunning team by far. Like what, you know, not that there's a lot of other great shunning teams, but I feel like I do feel like, and once again I'm biased, I'm on the team, like, you know, keep that in mind. I feel like Team Mister Shiny Wars is the highest quality Shiny Wars that could exist, because it's like the highest, you know, quality of densely talented people. A lot of dense people, huh? I feel like Team Mister has some, we got some fucking bodybuilders. I think Neo, is it Neo who's like fucking jacked? I say this all the time, dude. Neo is the guy with Shiny Shedinja and Shiny Riolu. People love to meme on gamers for like being either aggressively overweight or underweight. And I mean, I'm fucking a little, you know, I'm pretty chunky. I'm trying to get back down, but I've been working out, so I'm getting some solid muscle on. But it will amaze you. It will blow your mind how many people pib. Yeah, I'd love to see, dude. I would love to see fucking pib physique fucking photos and fucking hype him up, dude. It blows your mind how many people who play grindy games like RuneScape or do insane grinds like PokeMMO who also are into bodybuilding. The correlation is shocking because it's the same mental of like exercising every day and like not seeing instant gratification, instant rewards, and like trusting the process and trusting that long-term grind. It's the same thing as grinding skills in RuneScape. It's the same thing as grinding, you know, shiny hunting. It is wild how many people who shiny hunt like how many people who are so good at grinding in video games are also like crazy fucking bodybuilders or have like insane physiques. Also a bodybuilder, my physique is horrible. I really try to, I would like to get it a little better, and I'm trying to work on just strength for the most part because it's just fun. I just like exercise, makes me feel good, which is awesome. I always say, like, growing up, people always said like, oh, exercise for dopamine, and like obviously there's some objective chemical thing there, but I always felt like shit after work. I like after working out and like hours later, exercise never made me feel better growing up. It never, but now it does, which is awesome. Yeah, dude, that shit is so fucking cool, Hector. Yeah, dude, it's so cool to me when people do both hobbies like that. Like, yeah, it's so impressive to me. Yes, I've noticed that. Yes, this is such a good sentence, Zoe. I've noticed that at the high level of any game, a lot of people that are dedicated in several aspects of their life, mentality carries everything. And like, it's crazy. Like, if you have a good mental, you can succeed in like whatever passions or hobbies or interests you want to pursue. Is his name Pokeguy? There's a Pokemon speedrunner, right? Who's like one of the best speedrunners in the world, holds like the world record for a couple different games, or at least Fire Red or something like that, I believe, or at least at one time. He also has been like maxing an Ultimate Iron Man, and he's like semi close to like, if not already did it. But that's like a really, really impressive feat. There are, like I was saying a second ago, there are so many RuneScape players, so many shiny hunters who are also bodybuilders. These people who have like the patience to shiny hunt for long hours and achieve insane RuneScape goals are also bodybuilders and also have the patience to go for like exercise and go to the gym every day, even if they're not seeing earlier, you know, what's it called? You know, results up front, right? One of the examples I look to is Neo, who is like really fucking fit and he has Shiny Shedinja and Shiny Riolu in game. Two of the rarest shinies, which he spent like 2 years each on or some shit. And he is like ripped, like jacked IRL. And there's also, what's another good example? So many RuneScape players did this. Even Autumn Elegy was infamous for like doing his like, you know, gym arc. So many grinders in video games have their gym arc, and it's just cool to see if you have that mentality in one aspect of life, it can transfer to another. Super, super, super cool. MMO Giga Chads, yeah. Now, obviously, there are, you know, yeah, people like me who probably, you know, don't work out enough, or there's people who, you know, are a little, you know, skinny, overly whatever, right? But it is shocking to see how much correlation there can be there, you know. Yeah, it's so cool, Barrels. Yo, Nutzap, thanks for the prime, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for wasting our money.
I'll probably, yes, I do plan to repel trick at that exact spot, FFL. A fair bit, man. Thanks for the follow and the sub, man. Anyone can apply to Team Mr. Sorry, excuse me. Anyone can apply to Team Mr. Nutsack, but I'll warn you up front, like, it's just really full. We're always 150 out of 150. Like, we're always full. There's only, you know, only so many people can be in the team. I just think it's really fucking impressive, Neo. Like, you know, what's it called? Yeah, anyone can apply on the forums. Make sure to join the forums. Anyone can apply to Team Mr., but it's very, very full. So if you get rejected, don't think of it as like, we're not trying to dick on you. It's just only so many people can be in the team, you know? Yo, what's up, Carlo? Yeah, this is a great account to jump on when looking for something interesting or fun or different to do, you know? Happy to see about Casey. There's a bunch of other, like, okay, another good example. Another good example of someone who, like, has a, I love bragging about this guy because he's so underrated as, like, one of the best gamers of all time. Devious, or DVS. If you know him from, like, the RuneScape community, dude, one of the best gamers of all time. Monstrously underrated. And he has the mentality, so he just transfers that mentality across games and succeeds. He was a semi-pro, if not pro PUBG player, a semi-pro, if not pro, I just don't know the exact details, Warzone player. He is the only RuneScape player, I believe, or was the first RuneScape player to max every type of Iron Man. So Iron Man, Hardcore Iron Man, Ultimate Iron Man, and I think he did Group as well later on. I could be wrong, but I don't remember the details. That's an insane feat. Maxing like 4 RuneScape accounts alone as would be insane, let alone all those different types of Iron Man that have very different play styles. All of those are very, very different paths to maxing, and take like 7,000 hours a piece. It's unbelievable. And not only that, but he also has or had some Call of Duty Zombies world records. Like, it is, when you have a good mentality, you can transfer that mental to like every other, anything you're passionate about. Now, it's really hard, even with the best of mentals, to like grind something or be good at something you don't care about. That's like, I'm horrible at that. I am flat out. That's like that's hard. But I don't know. That's why it's really important. It's hard to, like, this is a PokeMMO stream, obviously, but like, it matters. Like, PokeMMO and shiny hunting is so mental focused and such a mental grind. Like, getting your mental straight is like the #1 thing and most important thing. And everyone's gonna have bad days, but hopefully just having that patterns, and like, even if I have bad days, I'm still able to run back and forth in grass in game, you know, and get a little progress. It sounds dumb, but it's a good little mental grind. Yeah, dude, hell yeah, Atreyu. How long have you been a member of Team Mr.? It's a good question. I joined Team Mr. when I got back into PokeMMO in like 2021 because one of my longest friends, Dusty Bunny, was in that team, Sir Dusty. And I love him to death. He's one of the captains this year for the Shiny Wars, which is super, super exciting. And I've known him since 2013, and he was able to essentially get me into the team. This was before the team was as popular as it was. Not that it like needed me to be popular. Like, even without me, Team Mr. would easily be the best shiny hunting team in the game. And like, I always say, like, I'm one of the, I feel like I'm in like the bottom 10% when it comes to Team Mr. shunters. Like, I'm bottom 10%. Like, everyone in that team is so good at shunting. I feel like I'm actually, and it makes sense, as I spend way more time making content and doing videos, so it's not really, you know, the same thing. It's really impressive. But yeah, I'm lucky that I was able to get into Team Mr. like a year or 6 months to a year before I started doing content, you know. It's all random RNG. Shiny hunting, is that what you're saying? So I do why people think that, you know. I want to be receptive to why people think that. But I think if you've ever spent any amount of time, any large amount of time shunting, you would understand it's so much more than that. And it's a mental grind, and there is a skill around doing something for a long period of time. A lot of people will belittle things like, oh, but you're just walking back and forth in grass for a lot of hours. That's all it is. There's no skill in that. But the skill is to continue to grind something even when you don't want to, or to be able to push through or do something consistently long term. You could make that same argument for anything in life. You could say like, oh, there's no skill in, you know, weightlifting and getting strong is so easy. There's no skill in it. All you have to do is go to the gym every day, right? But how many people actually go to the gym every day? It's tough. It's hard. It is consistency and long-term dedication is a skill, and learning that mentality is a skill. And shiny hunting revolves a lot around that and a lot around grind, which is why it, you know, is so comparable to other aspects of life. I mean, it's a mixture. I can explain the profile pic in a sec. Thank you for the gifted subs. Sorry, Explosive Toxic, by the way. I'm not trying to ignore you, man. I'm sorry. I'm just distracted. Thank you for becoming a cool duder, and thank you for gifting a sub over to German. Thank you so much, man. I really, really fucking appreciate that, homie. Hopefully the content has been helpful or entertaining enough to warrant that kind of support. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. How many lepers are recommended for doing a lepa spot hunt? It really just depends on the spot, I would say. Oh my god, good luck to you, Barrels. That's brutal, dude. Why isn't Shuckle your profile picture instead of Bidoof? This is actually a good question. The reason why my profile picture on YouTube and I think on Twitch as well is if I'm not mistaken, it's a Bidoof. Yeah, well, now it's a Peepo riding a Bidoof. Originally, it was a shiny Grimer riding a Bidoof, okay? And that was because I got a shiny Grimer in my race to a shiny Pokemon from scratch speedrun. And that was a super fun, like, defining moment in my channel and defining moment in my YouTube, you know, series and growth. That was a fun, I loved that challenge. I actually, like, I'm a little sad that going back to that challenge, there's no reason for me to ever go back to that challenge because my time was so good that there's no reason for me to even go back and attempt it again, which is funny. It's a blessing, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. It's literally like suffered from success. What a dumb, you know, it's a funny sentence, but yeah, I saw that image spawned from that. And then I've always liked Peepos to some extent. Obviously there's some like negative stuff regarding Pepe and Peepo, and I get that history, right? But I try to turn it in a more positive light, and I try to use it like Peepo Happy. If you've ever seen Peepo Happy, you know that is like the most wholesome, sweet little cute image, and I loved him, and I always try to use him to spread positivity. Dude, I don't keep up with that stuff, Belzebuth, but it's oh my, I love hearing about it. It's awesome. Ever played RuneScape? Yes, of course. I played a lot of RuneScape. I have a maxed main account, and I was the 74th person in the world to max an Ultimate Iron Man. On the topic of mental, how did you transition from hunting other games to PokeMMO? I constantly hunt in Gen 3. Game is super tedious and difficult. I honestly didn't really shiny hunt in many other games aside from PokeMMO. I guess like Black and White 1, I got some shinies in. Yes, it is, Envoys. Grind is super tedious and difficult. I mean, RuneScape is what helped me develop the mental to grind. RuneScape was I always say like RuneScape was a mental tool for me for like 4 years. And it really, I learned so much, and it taught me so much. It's almost like meditating. Like RuneScape is like, a lot of the activities are so brain numbing or like passive that like you're almost if you're sitting there like not watching anything, you like, I essentially spent like 4 years of my life streaming, and then when off stream in a meditative state playing RuneScape, and I really learned so much about myself. Like I always say, like I was really fucking privileged and lucky to have like 4 years to just like do what I want to do and like spend my time in I had 4 years to essentially, I was still streaming and stuff, but I had 4 years to essentially, what's the word? Reflect on my life. And holy shit, was that important. If I didn't have that, I would have like crashed. I don't know, or just like not been such a worse person. I really, really hope that everybody can have, which nobody really gets, you know, you have to like go to college, you got to work, like all these things. Like nobody really gets that privilege to like have like 1 to 2 or whatever years off after high school to just reflect. You're also live on Twitch as well, so if I'm on Twitch to watch you, I don't know why you're live streaming, but on YouTube for me, it goes to trash. Gotcha. Twitch to watch you, I don't know. I don't know if okay, just YouTube's not working. Sorry, Carlo. Yeah, that's fucking cool, Jax. Much love, fam. Yo, thank you, Explosive. See a friendly raise with you, dude. I wish you the best. I hope you know, get one as soon as possible. I don't want to see anybody go dry on a challenge like this. Good luck to you, man. I guess for me, I just see 130k and I already feel discouraged. I've gone on like months and right to the quarter of Pokemon. I guess the thing, I mean, so it depends. If you're doing ×5 hordes, the hours to get a shiny is actually really comparable to single encounters in Fire Red Leaf Green, which is cool. The biggest thing is, like, if you're someone who gets discouraged, this is gonna sound kind of mean. If you're someone who gets discouraged by seeing the 1 out of 30k rate, I don't know what you can do, because like for someone like me, I see the 1 out of I think for a lot of people, I know JDB Tree feels this way. When you see a difficult task, you're like, hell fucking yes, this is a challenge, let's do it. If you feel discouraged from 1 out of 30k, it's tough. But I will say, dude, if you're able, Dank J, if you are able to push through, okay? If you are able to push through that discouragement and finish just one hunt, the amount of confidence you will build and the amount of like, I can do this feeling will be tremendous. The more difficult hunt you do, the easier everything else will seem. This is why, like, people in life who have experienced extremely traumatic or crazy events like war or like, fucking battle, I don't know, crazy fucking shit, everything else in life will seem so much easier. It's ridiculous. Having that frame of reference is so important. Now, over years, you end up kind of losing that. You get acclimate. What am I thinking of? You acclimate. Acclimated. You get acclimate. That's like the human's, biggest strength and weakness. You acclimate, right? So the biggest thing I can tell you is just if you push through that discouragement and you get a shiny, it'll just, every other shunt after will be, yeah, dude, yes, 100%. I'll never forget, man. Like, I don't, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much a horrible event you'll be so appreciative for like a period of time. I don't talk about my life too much on stream. I've been doing it a little bit more frequently recently, because when it comes up and when I think it's relevant to conversation, I'll bring up certain things here and there. So I was homeless at 18, right? And I was homeless for 3 months, which isn't that crazy long, but it's brutal. Like every night when you're just scared we're gonna stay, all these, I don't want to talk about too much, right? It sucks, right? It just sucks. But after being homeless for 3 months, the fucking sheer happiness and the sheer joy every night and every morning, going to sleep in a bed and waking up in a bed, I was like unironically in tears, like every morning and every night for like months of how happy I was. Like, it is insane how much perspective you can get from something truly horrible happening. Yeah, like I always say, like, after that, I essentially had like 3 years of bliss. Like 3 months of extreme hardship brought me 3 years of unbelievable happiness. I was like the dumbest. I'd be like walking on the street just smiling at every car that goes by. Dude, I was so fucking happy. It was wild. It was a wild feeling. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. It's a crazy, I'm happy you're not, hopefully you're not, it's a crazy thing to experience, Rusley. Yeah, I'll never, dude, it's scary, man. Thank you, Dandy, for the gifted sub. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Dude, I really appreciate this, Cryptic. Thank you so much, man. Dude, I appreciate you taking the time to leave such a positive comment, and congratulations on your first shiny, man. It's super fucking awesome. That's super awesome. Dude, I'm kind of too far in the other direction, Jax. Like, I wouldn't change any of my hardships for the world. I actually would be really sad if my hardships didn't happen, which is really fucked up, and I'm lucky to say that now, but in the moment it's horrible. Yeah. I appreciate it, Saber. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with who I am to a decent extent. I've been falling down a little bit, I feel like, and I'm trying to work on that and get back up, but I'm really happy for the most part. Where I'm at, not to get too, okay, cringe. Too cringe deep in a PokeMMO stream. But I don't know. I think grindy games like this facilitate conversations really well like that. What are the odds? Dude, congratulations. That's a great feeling. Do you think it's faster for level on a set on RSS or getting PokeMMO? Probably, definitely level 70. Well, it depends on the stat, but probably 75. It depends on the stat. Well, I guess, yeah, no, the boring answer is it depends on the stat, depends on the shiny. I can give you the numbers most likely. I would say most skills to 75 are probably faster than a shiny, but it depends. Like, so the thing that keep in mind is like the hardest skill in PokeMMO, or sorry, the hardest skill to 99 on the hardest account is always going to be way faster than the hardest shiny in PokeMMO, for sure. Range 75 for Shiny Gloom. Oh, range 75 is way faster. Holy shit. Especially if you have like access to chins and stuff. But if you're like, even if you're just random like MSB or some shit, I feel like it's way faster. 100% way faster. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's way faster. Yo, what's up, badass? What's up, dude? God damn it, barrels. Who is also only shinies? Yeah, that's a good question. Thanks for the sub, Hack Attack. I appreciate it, man. Last time you played OSRS. Dude, I haven't really played OSRS in like 3 years or something. I really want to do a, yeah. I'm not allowed to use shiny charms, TJ. I appreciate it, though. Appreciate the offer, obviously. It's a kind offer. Not allowed to use any like outside help or resources. If I like make the Pokeyen on the account to buy one, maybe, but 99 rune crafting on UM or shiny pigeon on that's actually such a good question. So what are the rates? What's on a UIM? It also depends on what method. There's an FAQ for this account in the description, guys. Make sure to read that if you have any questions. 99 RC on a UIM or shiny Pidgey. It's actually such a fucking good question. Shiny Pidgey's gonna be like what? Shiny Pidgey, let's say it's like a 30% chance to encounter. Pidgey, it's like what, 300 hours, I think, for Shiny Pidgey on average. You want to specifically go for it? I'd say 300 hours. I think RC is faster or around the same time. Especially if you do Zaya Library on a UIM. OSRS, UIM, room crafting rates per hour, Zaya Library. Let's see. It's really tough to tell how long to get 99 RC on UIM OSRS. But here's a website. 109 Rune Crafting Guide. This, well, I don't know if this is for your Ultimate Iron Man, though. Fastest AFK profitable. This is around 276 hours. $44 on 4. Yeah, I think RC, it just depends. But so you get his guts eradicate, you are wrong. Dude, I'm sorry. Dude, come on. This should be on the, do I have that on the FAQ? I do not. I should add that to the FAQ. The best Pokemon I could get would be Furret / Sentret. But you only see it like day or nighttime. Real Shunt. I have a couple of videos on the Real Shunt, I believe. FAQ in chat. It doesn't. Dude, it doesn't. It's not gonna. We can type exclamation mark FAQ too. And then it's linked in the description, and you can type we should just type that whenever people ask questions. I'm gonna edit it though and add more stuff. So what's the next thing to talk about? Wait, can I edit it? Fuck, to edit it, do I have to like create a new one? Oh no, that sucks. I'll have to change the command. That's fine. That's fine though. Paste bin. I'm gonna have to edit the command. Fuck, on YouTube and on... Here, if that's the case, let me just... gather more questions before posting it. The best shiny I could get here would be, Thank you for the fucking prime to Chops. 13 months is wild. Over a year, dude. Thank you so much, man. The best shiny I could get here would be Sentret/Furret, which only appears in like the day or nighttime. I forget which one. The reason being is because it learns the most amount of HMs. I don't really need help completing the storyline. Like, Guts Raticate's fine. Also, but once again, I have videos talking about this. Guts Raticate and Guts Swallow are not that good in PokeMMO. Do not get tricked. Do not get tricked into this trap. They're fine. They're not bad. They're not good. There's so many better options. And I've talked about this in a lot of videos. If you look up, like, best storyline Pokemon for PokeMMO, how to beat PokeMMO, you know, best Pokemon to beat PokeMMO, yada yada. Guts, Raticate, and Swallow are some of the biggest noob traps in Pokemon. Because what happens is you transfer that knowledge from other Pokemon games and from Nuzlocke and from Pokemon Challenges community over to PokeMMO, and it doesn't transfer. It's not... In PokeMMO, you have 5 generations of Pokemon, Gen 9 balancing. There's so many different things at your disposal. You have access to a GTL to trade Pokemon. It's not the same thing as a single player, you know, it's not that you cannot compare. It's like being I always say, like, it's like being a car expert and then showing up to a BMX competition and being like, hey, you know, bike guy, you should change your oil twice a week. And he's like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? We ride bikes. Like, you're so... Don't try to transfer knowledge from one thing to another. It doesn't work like that. It's really important to understand. Just don't be afraid to be a student. You know, don't be afraid to learn. I prefer to be a student. I crave being a student nowadays still than being a teacher. I end up being a teacher to some extent due to, like, you know, my job and stuff, but I really like, I don't know, I try to always keep both of those, keep the student mentality. What's the best shiny you could get here? Sentret, since Furret can learn the most amount of HM moves which are required to beat the storyline. All right. That's one more question added. If anyone has any other questions that could be added, let me know. I have a video talking about that. If you Google, will Gen 6 ever be added to PokeMMO, or just Gen 6 PokeMMO, I have a couple things on it. Doesn't seem that bad. It's not bad, but it's like middle of the pack, you know. Yeah, but so my issue, and I'm not trying to, you're a great chatter, Carlo, and I appreciate it. I'm not trying to like harp on you, but when you say things like ask questions, if you're actually trying to learn, ask questions. When you say think the best one you could get is Raticate, that's not, you're telling me something. You're saying a statement. You're not asking me, like, if you ask, hey, what's the best shiny to get, that's one thing. But if you're saying, hey, I think this, you know, that's, or, you know, not even saying think, but just telling me, hey, Guts Raticate's the best. It's not, you know, that's not being a student. That's being, there's a lot of backseating issues in stream. It's just, it's a thing. And just try not to be a backseater. It's okay to ask questions and, you know, but yeah. Backseating is really, really annoying. You do explosive, which is awesome. Dude, no, and once again, Carlo, no fucking worries, man. Don't even, yeah, no worries, man. Much love to you, dude. I appreciate, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Appreciate the, you know, the apology. Not even, you're good, dude. I definitely I get like, once again, I get irritable and I get touchy about this sort of thing because I have to deal with a shit ton of chatters that do it. And if you're like the 100th chatter that does it, unfortunately, I'm going to be a little more irritable towards you, even though like you're not really doing like a terribly wrong thing, you know? Yeah, that's the thing that bothers me the most, Oceans, is when people come in and act so confident trying to backseat me and give me advice when I've been playing the game for so long. Dude, I always say like a really good like comparison of the type of content I do is looking at this channel versus RetroPat. On RetroPat, I've been learning the game Dungeon Defenders or relearning that game from scratch, and I have so much to learn. Almost all of my comments on that channel are people backseating me, but I actually like it / don't mind it because I'm learning, right? If I have, you know, I have like 200 hours or less on the PC version of that game, so I'm learning so much still, and it's a really, really deep game. Backseating on that is awesome because I'm fucking learning, but backseating when I have 8,000 hours or more in PokeMMO from people who have 200 hours, that really, really bothers me. It really, really annoys me. That's not that this is directed at you, Carlo. You're fucking perfect. You're fine, dude. Not on the gym run. Which gym run? My gym run guide shows the route itself, the run itself. I assume it's just a lot more difficult to it takes more time and it's more difficult to show the route. Are you gonna name? That's a good question. Name the shiny when you find it. I'll probably accept channel points. Channel, whoever wants to, you know, name it when I catch it. It's a good question. I was sure if there's a place to sell all the trainer levels, like trainer, elite trainer. I might just be dumb. I don't know if I unfortunately I don't know if I understand the question. Gooselet, could you see all the trainer levels? Oh, like I know. Yeah, to see the PvP ranks, right, Gooselet? I don't know if there is. That's a great question. It's a great question. The ranks. Let's see. I guess the best way what I would do is just check the leaderboard. But even that's not like... I don't know if there is a clear place to see the ranks in PvP. You catch Updog yet? What's up, dog? Not much, man. How are you? Good one, Bellotto. That's not a D's nut joke. Updog jokes are not 10-minute timeouts. That's fine. Those are wholesome. I'm trying to think if there's... I'm literally trying to think on that, Goose. That's a good question, Goose. I'm trying to think if there is like a PokeMMO PvP ranked. Let me Google that and see if there's something online that shows. I literally don't know. Like, okay, here, ranked ribbons. Okay, here's something. I got it. This is actually such a good question. So this forum post shows the ribbons, okay? So the ribbons are the important thing to understand. Let me actually copy and paste this. PvP players will correct me, or can correct me. Let me show it on stream as well. So, okay. This is such a good question. Here's the PvP ranks, okay? Now, the top left one where it's black, that just means unranked. It means you haven't played any games. And then the one in the center, I think there's technically another one that's actually not shown here, I believe. That's like under 500 rating. The top center one, the middle center, that one is if you're at like 500. I think it's somewhere between like 450 to 5, or I guess 451 to 549. And then the next one, the top right one, I believe that's 550 plus rating. And then the one with the ribbons, is that 650 plus? A PvP player could correct me. I think that's 650 plus. And then the one in the bottom middle is, yeah, the novice training one is missing. So I think it's from top left to right and then down, and then I'll do it in order, okay? So unranked, 500, around like 451 to 549, 550 plus, and then I think it's 650 plus. And then the middle one there, I think, is top 100. I think that's what that middle one with like the top 100, and then the bottom right one, I think, is just rank 1, I think. Oh, someone explained it. Hell fucking yeah. This is awesome. Here, one sec. Let me just put this up here for a sec. Let me just do this. This is a great little video. All right, this was a great question. Someone asked me about the PvP ranks in Pokemon. This is a great little quick little video to explain them. So in the top left-hand corner, you have the black badge, right? On the image to the left. Top left-hand corner, you have the black badge, no badge, just unranked users, really easy. And then to the right of that, from left to right, to the right of that, you actually have the character badge. As you can see, it's 450 plus, but they're missing the novice. So the novice badge is at the bottom of this image right here. So that's actually in between the black badge and the character badge. So you've got the novice, the unranked, and then novice, which is 450 elo or below. And then you have the character badge, which is 450 elo plus. And then you have the ace trainer badge, which is the top right one on this image, which is 550 plus. Then the veteran trainer one, which is the bottom left of this, which is 650 plus. And then the elite trainer badge, which is top 100 essentially, that middle one, bottom middle. And then the bottom right one is literally just rank 1. Hopefully that makes, I know it got a little sketchy there. Hopefully that makes sense. A quick little explanation of how PvP ranks work in PokeMMO. And then if you, obviously, in terms of getting elo, just win games. And if you go on a win streak, you'll earn more elo based on how many games you win in a row. Hopefully that helps. If it was helpful, like the video, subscribe. Cool. Neat. Neat. Join NU. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, as someone who is not playing NU right now, how is NU doing? Because if I look at PvP stats, it looks bad. Not only in terms of like how many people are playing, but like the Pokemon being most used in NU right now makes me really sad. This looks like stall is the meta. I could be wrong. I'm not, actively playing, but when I see 54 plus win rates on Hitmontop, Quillfish, Bronzor, when these Pokemon are the best, Steelix, Quagsire, Piloswine, all of these Pokemon are stall mons. Stall as fuck, yeah. Yeah, I feel like NU is hard stall right now, which is really sad to see. These mons are insane. Hitmontop, Rotom, these are all stall mons. The only non-stall mon here is what, Sceptile? You could go offensive Rotom. No one, what's the, Choice Drive's 37%, Choice Specs, less than 1%. Seems brutal, dude. I feel like the first non-stall Pokemon is Sceptile, which is below a 50% win rate. Other than that, Honchkrow, I think, goes offensive, yeah. Blastoise in NU is interesting. Shell Smash, that's crazy. I didn't even know it was in NU right now. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy to see. I guess it's cool to see things like Speed Boost Sharpedo and stuff, and it's cool to see super setup offensive mons. Dude, Belly Drum Azumarill is probably insane right now against stall. Unless Taunt. Does Hitmontop ever run Taunt? Or, not even just Taunt. I'm thinking of, what's it called? What am I thinking of? The move that makes you use the same thing again. Why can't I think of it? Centered spawns are happening right now. Nice. That's huge. Yeah, Shell Smash Blastoise is pretty crazy to see in the tier. Yeah, NU looks like it's in a rough Encore. I don't know why I could not remember that move. Thank you, chat. Dude, it's a Shuckle move. I should know that. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. Scrafty. Yeah, dude, Scrafty is probably pretty, I feel like moves like Pokemon like that are probably pretty good right now. Turbo setup mons are probably pretty good into stall. I could be wrong, but I guess they have unaware Quagsire though. I feel like, dude, whew. Stall seems brutal right now in NU, which sucks because I feel like stall is not usually that good in PokeMMO, but right now in NU it's taken over. That's so sad. At least it looks like it. Once again, from the outside looking in, I'm not actively playing. Based at looking at the stats, that's what it seems like to me. What's today? Stream recap 37? That's cool. That's cool. Double Trick. Oh, yeah. Trick will do the same thing. Like Scarf with, yep. Encore and stuff. Fair, fair, fair. Fuck their stall and keep pressure. Yeah, I guess Trick's also going to get stall, which is nice. That's so hard, man. That's so tough. Fair enough, Boosted. Fair enough, dude. I wonder if, like... I guess if stall is meta, though. If stall is meta, going dumb shit... Dude, okay, to be fair, if stall is meta, it sounds stupid, and it is stupid, but probably one of the best Pokemon to help break stall would probably be Rampardos. Because you don't need to set up. Why is my hair so funny? You just have outright damage from the get-go. Every mon is slower, so it's fun. Like, unironically, this could be like Rampardos' time to shine in the meta. Am I copiuming that because I love Rampardos? Probably. Probably. It's kind of shocking to me. Name change tickets are like expensive in like every game, and like it's always surprised me how expensive they are. Evolver. I feel like it should be like $5 in everything to change a name. I feel like in PokeMMO, what, it's like $10. I think on like Xbox or whatever, it's like 10 or 15. It's always been expensive to change your name on platforms. And you ranked? I'll have to, maybe I'll have to do that, man. What does even have? Rampardos just has the insane damage. Rockhead and Head Smash to like break through stall without needing, it's like insane damage up front, right? That'd be my fucking only argument. Insane, like a Rockhead, you know, Rampardos has the most damage out of any Pokemon in the entire game, pretty much. Higher base stat attack than Groudon or some shit, right? It's like one of the highest attack Pokemon in the entire game. You would just do Rockhead. I'm pretty sure you can do Rockhead. I can't check my Pokedexes. I'm on a different account. What's speed? 65. So it's low, but it's enough to outspeed a lot of the walls, like Quagsire and stuff. You'd have to run damage calcs and stuff. I am hard theory crafting for a Pokemon that I just like. I'm gonna totally honest, you know. My second favorite Pokemon is Rampardos. Let me see. Yeah, you have to like if you're like an actual serious and a good NU player, you'd have to run calcs and see like, oh, how many, you know, attacks. So it gets Mold Breaker. The cool thing about Rampardos is it gets Mold Breaker to EQ Rotoms, which is nice. Doesn't have Rockhead, yeah. Like the amount of Rotoms that won't expect, I mean, they'll probably just switch out anyway or whatever, but I wonder if you go Scarf Jolly 31 speed Rampardos, I wonder if you outspeed, you probably do. Do Rotom people do 252 HP, 252 defense in EVs and NU? Or do they do 252 special attack, 252 speed? Or what's like the, I don't know the EV set on Rotom and NU. Let's check the nature. Oh, they go timid. You probably can't outspeed. It's sheer force. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, you're definitely not outspeeding Rotom then if they're going. Oh, I guess with Scarf. No, it's 80 base stat speed right on Rotom. You're probably not. I can't check anything. You're probably not outspeeding with Rampardos, but if only. I don't know how good Scarf is. I'm not sure. No, I don't know. 65 versus 80 base stat isn't that crazy. I wonder if you do outspeed with Scarf. I wonder if you do. Like, kind of interesting. Scarf Rampardos, 31 speed Jolly versus... But they run Scarf on Rotom a lot too, don't they? If that's the case, then you're never outspeeding a Scarf Rotom, obviously, but... I mean, 37, there's a lot of leftovers. It's a funny idea. And it would really depend, yeah, it would depend how many, it would depend the damage rolls on things like Hitmontop, on things like, you know, you EQ through... Dude, okay, the fact that 2 Pokemon right now are top tier with Levitate, I'm just saying Mold Breaker, Earthquake, Rampardos would go hard. Am I wrong? You probably one-shot both of these mons if you hit them. I think you even one-shot Electros. It's so much damage. I could be wrong. Depends on the calcs, but... Carvana. One of the best ways... Hey, Pat, I might have asked, I want to start my first shunt for a Sharpedo. Is there a known location to hunt Carvana? Hilariously, if you're up for it, one of the best ways to hunt Carvana is at the, like, Phoebus River. Because what you can do is if you try to find the Phoebus spot, it's 50% chance for Phoebus, 50% chance for Carvana, I believe. There are also a lot of spots in the game that I know of that are, like, I think, is it outside of Moss Deep City? If you fly to Moss Deep City and walk down to the water, you can super rod, I believe, for 50% Whalmer, 50% Sharpedo. I hunted there for a fair bit for Whalmer, but then I found a 100% spot. There's a fair amount of Carvana spots, obviously, but I would check those out. Does 25%? That is fucking horrible. That's so bad. Okay, never mind. He's not the key to NU. That is so horrible. Really? What if you put HP grass on him with life orb? How much special attack investment? If you go like lonely or naughty Rampardos, is there a way to spec Rampardos in a way where you're one-shotting Quagsire with HP grass? How funny is that? I think the route that has the Phoebus tile is 100% chance for Carvana Sharpedo if there's no Phoebus. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, that's awesome then. That's cool. Probably not. There's probably not a new way, okay? But I'm Copium. I'm Copium. Yeah, those would be the two ones. I would try the Phoebus location, Parnell. Getting there? Dude, okay. Rampardos is dog shit. This is what I'm talking about. I love theory crafting, terrible mons, realizing how bad they are, and then calling it quits. That's so bad, really. So what, if you do like 252 special attack EVs and life orb and like modest nature, what are you doing, like 70% to Quag, maybe? You be a special attacking Rampardos? God damn. Yeah, that doesn't... Just for a reason? 100%. Oh, 100% Oceans. 100%. 100%. I'm definitely the person who loves to try to break meta and then realize how fucking hard it is. Okay, like 1 out of 10 times though, I will find a good meta answer. But those other 9 out of 10, I just fucking eat shit in PvP. 100%. I love playing off meta. It's bad. It makes me a worse PvPer, which is why, you know, I don't really PvP that much. 1 out of 10. Not 1 out of 10 games, like 1 out of 10 like strategies that I feel like I develop. I'd say it's decent. I'm decent at it. Like I developed dude, I was the person, not that I can take credit for this, but I've been saying for forever that Audino is super underrated in NU. And now Audino, like back when it was like 0.8% usage, because it's one of the only mons that has regenerator in you know. And now it's at 9.8. Like that got a huge bump. That was a crazy. And then I've also been saying that I've said forever, dude, I feel like a lot of the predictions that I've made over the years have ended up correct for PvP. Like I've said forever that Hitmontop is easily the best fighting type. Like people were running Hitmonchan before and I was like, that mon feels like dog shit. Hitmontop is way better. And now Hitmontop is the most used. To be fair, it took Blaziken leaving for Hitmontop to become the most used, but I think I even mentioned that. What else? I talked about, there's a lot of things. Golbat was super good. What's another mon that I've praised? Every time Osmoril is in NU, it's like broken in my opinion. It always gets moved out. I don't think I have any hot takes on any of these mons. Yeah, dude, Hitmontop is so good. It's crazy how long it took for people to play it. I like Choice Band Aerodactyl. I've used this. I think Aerodactyl's underrated. Slowbro is, oh my god, that win rate is horrible. Holy shit, for that many games played? Holy shit, dude. This is one of the worst win rates I've ever seen for this many games played on a Pokemon. 37? Poor Slowbro. Slowbro is like, it's crazy to me because like Slowbro is like historically a pretty strong Pokemon that was at OU for a long time. I would think that Slowbro is pretty good in NU, but damn, dude. 37 win rate over like 900 games. You've got Scrafty up here at like below 40% at 400 or 1,018 games. Damn, dude. Alakazam is also brutal on the win rates. Damn. Melodic. Man, now ranked open queue isn't everything when it comes to like a Pokemon's power. Like in tournament play, you'll see a lot of different mons. It's always interesting to see that as well. I'd love to start spectating more tournaments because of that reason and such. And just staying up to date on PvP to some extent is always fun and cool. It's like, you know, you see Mag Mortar here at like 55. Mag Mortar is not good. I can pretty confidently say that in my opinion. The Claydol is awesome. Really unique Pokemon. Horrible, not quite good enough. Really unique though. Dude, I feel like that would be me as well, Toast. I love... Strive is a fun mon to use. Dude, I respect it, man. I get it. I just mauled based. Where Breloom can learn Spore. I have a video... So if you Google how to teach any Pokemon any move, I have a video covering it, and it'll overview that. I think you just like tutor it with heart scales, I believe. That's a quick answer, but that video will show you like where that NPC is and like how hard scales work. Yeah. Treasure is real. Yeah. Do you have a specific question about it? Yeah. I think I've said this before actually. I think Slowbro with Regenerator would probably be the most broken Pokemon in all of PokeMMO. I actually think it's way too it's actually way too good for the game in my opinion. This is obviously coming from someone who doesn't play PvP that much. I browse a lot of statistics, but that does not make a PvP player. I feel like we were in the calcs at some point. It was unbelievable. We ran the calcs at some point, and there was a build where if you this might even be, I might be misremembering, but you could like switch into Superior Contrary Leaf Storm, tank a hit, teleport, tank a second hit, and then get Regenerator and like get the positioning advantage. I don't know if that's actually, I might be misremembering that, so you have to rerun those calcs to like correct me. You could at least, like, if they switched in Superior into your Slowbro already out, you could, like, obviously, you could definitely tank that into... That's so insane. Like, that's so good. I don't think so, Clarko. I've been trying to... I don't think so. Eventually, I'll learn if I keep doing them, I guess. You would think, at least.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Hi, this guy. You could, so that method is, you should not do that in PokeMMO. That's actually a really good tip for new players. So historically in like traditional Pokemon, you would have to not evolve your Shroomish into Breloom until level 40 to get Spore. Don't do this in PokeMMO. It's such a loss of power and a huge waste. Unless you're like, obviously if you're just like leveling a Shroomish like post game for a catching Breloom, you can kind of do it. If you're gonna level it up anyway, you might as well, I guess, right? But if you're like playing a storyline or something, what you can do is just buy heart scales, turn it into a Breloom as soon as possible, get that power boost. It's a huge power boost, and then use heart scales to relearn. You can just relearn Spore onto Breloom Pokemon. It costs like 12k, or 15k. It's very cheap. And having that power boost where you evolve it into Breloom at level like 23 versus waiting till keeping the Shroomish till 40 is horrible. It's so rough. You're like in storyline. And if you're just like EV training, if you like have a, if you're post game, if you're good, you might as well, I guess, to save the 12 Pokeyen. But it's a good little tip to keep in mind. Because in traditional Pokemon, you cannot, yeah. In traditional Pokemon, you can't relearn it, which is crazy. Good luck to you, Essence. Have you gotten any fails yet, man? I just gave both possible examples. Skills. Oh, I didn't see the first chat, Carlo. I apologize. Sorry. Sorry about that, man. I missed the first chat. Contrary Shuckle. I would love... Contrary Shuckle would be awesome. It wouldn't be very good, I don't feel like. It would be fun. Dude, I feel that. I definitely have that problem sometimes boosted. I think one of the most powerful skills... So Toast said, most of the time I lose my games by overestimating the enemy or thinking too much. One of the most powerful skills you can learn in pretty much any competitive game, League of Legends, Overwatch, PvP, whatever, Pokemon PvP, whatever. Adapting your playstyle to what rank you're at is really important. It helps a lot. Now, if you play at like a really high level, if you play like a Masters, for example, in like Bronze or some shit, you'll still win a lot of games and you'll still, but there are some instances in certain fights and certain games and certain things where like understanding your opponent and adapting to that specific match versus playing at a flat baseline all the time will increase your win rate like pretty significantly. It all has bad habits though. It can if you're there for too long. I mostly disagree. I think it can if you play like that. I get what you're saying, but I think you have to be able to adapt each game to your opponent. Like there are certain moves when I played PvP games. There's certain times where I've like done certain actions where I'm like, okay, I'm testing what my opponent would do here. How much do they know? And then operating the rest of the game off that, you know? Yeah, that probably Ocean. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, Oceans. I don't know who that is, Stridum. Not to... I don't know who that is. Is this a D's nuts joke? I feel like this might be. I didn't say it, though. Dude, I love snow. What's up? We got some snow here in Maryland, and I'm so happy, man. I want to go outside and stomp around in it. I love snow, man. I love it so much. We haven't seen snow in a couple years here, and it's made me really sad. Fuck snow. I love snow, man. I love it so much. Plus, yeah, for the 2013 surge, yeah, for sure. I mess that up sometimes here and there, Clarko, but I do try to do that here and there. I'm not. There's no rage at you for that. You're fine, dude. 15 centimeters. I don't know how much we got here. I'm honestly not sure. Dude, fair. Dude, dude, the other night when it snowed, it like the sky, it like looked like bright outside. It looked like the snow or there's some, I don't know about science. There's something with the snow, like it looked like there was brightness in the sky because of like the reflection of the snow or something on the clouds or I don't know, dude, something. It was really interesting. It was way brighter at night when it snowed, which was cool. I'm gonna be totally honest, Jaco. There's a almost 0% chance that's the only reason he got banned. I would bet you money he broke the rules. However, it's totally possible he didn't, and it's a false ban. And if so, I hope he spits a ticket and gets unbanned. The issue is, I always say this, whenever anyone gets banned, right? Whenever anybody gets banned, 100% of people who get banned are going to say they're innocent. 100%. Now, 99% aren't innocent. And then 1% may be innocent. And then these are just stats I'm pulling out of my ass for an analogy. Just keep that in mind. And then 1% actually are innocent. And then he's got unbanned. Okay, there you go. So he was innocent. That's awesome. That's cool. Perfect. That's what we like to hear. If someone is innocent and they go through a support ticket, they usually get unbanned. There's like a 1% on top of that they don't, and that sometimes people do get permanent. Like, it happens, but it's very, very rare. Every single game is going to have that. Every single game ever is going to have that, human error percentage. I'm happy to hear you got unbanned. That's good. Thank you guys for telling me that information, so I'm not sitting here like, oh, you really know. I don't mean to like. Yeah. All I try to, I just hope someone didn't break the rules and gets unbanned. Whenever I hear someone gets banned, I try to always just say like, if they didn't do it, I hope they get unbanned, and if they did, I hope they stay banned. That's my take. I didn't really do that there well enough, so I apologize. I tried for that to be my take. I would bet what happened in that instance, Jaco, was that player was like a big RWTer and RWT'd to multiple people, and then he got hit in the crossfire while they were banning accounts for RWT, even though he just, yeah. I bet that's what happened. Yeah, that's super cool, Fairy. It was really interesting to see. Are there any PokeMMO rules you disagree with? Oh, this is such a good question. I don't think so. Got an interesting question for you, Pat. This is from a PokeForce developer. Are there any PokeMMO rules you disagree with? I actually don't think so. I'm trying to think of one. I don't think I have a single rule. I don't disagree with most games rules. Most games rules are reasonable. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I don't know if there's a single rule I disagree with, personally. I'd love an example, though. I'd love to think on it more. There's rules in every... I think most games rules are solid, you know? I think I actually don't know. I don't think they have like a ban evasion. I'm not sure. I think making a new account. I think you can make a new account if you get permabanned. I think. Yeah, by 10%, Cootie. I don't think they have. Once it's like IP ban, you need to like try to actively get around that. But other than that, if you get like one character permabanned, I think you can just create a new character and it's fine. Does dinner status increase still? I mean, not really. I don't know what you mean by that. I assume you're just memeing. Not really, I guess, right? Top 5 rarest shinies in the game. If you Google like rarest shinies in PokeMMO, you can. I have a video on it. Decreases it? I think it's neutral. I guess technically. Well, no, actually. You're not Clarko. Technically, you're right. If you're spending less time on average for a shiny, it technically decreases still. It's a little funny, but technically, I guess. But the meme would be someone who's buying Donator and stuff probably hunts way more and stuff. Yeah, of course. Most shinies are don't shiny charms. So guys, make sure to check out my video, like, are shiny charms worth it, and is Donator status worth it? Donator status is decently worth it if you shiny hunt a lot. Charms are a scam. Not actually. That's a hyperbolic statement. But shiny charms are really expensive for what they are. For the time they actually save. I personally only use shiny charms during wars or for egg hunts. Shiny charms are mostly for fun. They're not actually like a good item or a worth item. They're just fun. Shiny Centret would be the best shiny. Do you think we'll see a shiny Shaman this year? I mean, that's the question. There's a lot more players heading into this year's Lunar New Year event versus last, for sure. A lot more people are prepared for it. A lot more people know what the hunt is. The odds are way higher than last year. Will we see one this year? I think we will. If not this year, for sure next. I think within 3 years, it's like 100% we'll see one. But yeah, I'm curious to see if someone will get the first shiny Shaman in PokeMMO. It'll be super cool to see. It'll be a it'll be a monumentous day. But I zero still based. Item Magnet Charms. That's a good little emote. Little fucking Spider-Man meme. Are you live? I can't even tell. OMG sick. What's up? What's up, Dylan? That's an awesome meme. How you doing today, dude? That Lass will buy it? Wait, for what? Buy what? Oh, dude. Yeah, Teresa. How funny will it be? Dude, that's a good question. Will Teresa, the party hat owner, and the person who bought the first shiny legendary in PokeMMO, shiny Suicune, I wonder if they'll try to buy the first shiny Shaman. If they even have the funds for it, man. Something like that is so... I can't imagine. It's priceless. I can't imagine. The shiny Suicune sold for $5 bill, right? I feel like the Shaman would sell for more. Like, way more. Like 10 plus. If not more. If not 10 to 20. It'll be really interesting to see if anybody tries to buy the first shiny Shaman. That'll be crazy. $6 bill? I think way more. It's a thing you can only hunt for once a year for like a week or two. And it's not guaranteed to even return. I think it's all Iron Man. Hope luck with the mod. I'm not sure if I understand. Like, well, I guess in what sense? Probably not real. Like, I guess what do you mean, Lord Fire? How did Teresa get the party hat? I have a. Did that video ever come out? I don't think so. I have a video coming out explaining the history of the party hat at some point. It's one of the craziest. I'm not even gonna say it. You could go watch that stream VOD technically, but I'm gonna be a loser and keep that. I don't mind spoiling most videos and answering most questions. I want to keep that one on the down low because that's a really interesting one, and that's a crazy video. Speaking of crazy videos, if you guys are enjoying today's stream, I do want to quickly say it helps out tremendously if you like the stream on YouTube. Dislike if you're not enjoying, that's totally okay. But liking the stream, subscribing on YouTube, following on Twitch, joining the Discord if you want to join that, and then if you want to go above and beyond and support my content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, gifted subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations especially allow me to stick around, allow me to make the content that I do. It's all wildly fucking helpful. I also plan on reopening my Patreon soon. I've kind of been working on that. So if people are interested in like a Patreon thing instead, Patreon's really good because like it's like 95 or 90% of the money goes to me, as opposed to with Twitch it's 50-50 and with YouTube it's like 60-40 or 70-30 or something like that. Maybe even 50-50, I'm not sure. So Patreon would be huge if people are interested in that, and I've been rehauling that and getting the rewards. If anybody has any requests for Patreon, like any possible rewards you'd be interested in, let me know. I can actually tease my current. Here, we'll actually do this. One sec.
You've been talking about patience, hoping for everlasting. You're known for talking crazy. I know it's infatuation. You know I feel inside. You know what is.
All right, so I have been rehauling my Patreon. I've been working on this a little bit here and there, and I plan to re-release this at some point. These are the current tiers I have. If you guys have feedback on these, let me know. I'm open to any sort of feedback. If you think something's too expensive, let me know politely. I think a lot of people are like, oh, like your ego is so high, you want to charge that amount. It's optional. You don't have to pay for that. Like, you know, it's totally all above and beyond support. And it's above and beyond support, as well as there's a couple rewards, but the rewards are definitely like a side feature. It's not like some people might want to pay for the rewards, but it's a bonus for the most part. So we've got $5 a month. The main thing you get is just sneak peeks of upcoming videos, screenshots, thumbnails. I think the main kind of content this matters for, and a lot of people asked for like little sneak peeks on like stuff that affects the economy, like any money making guides, any like investment stuff. I'll be doing little sneak peeks on, just showing timestamps and thumbnails and stuff, or not really giving you the full video up front before people, because I don't love that, but just sneak peeks. And then your name at the end of videos, the same way like my YouTube subs and Twitch subs get that. And then for $20 a month, it's just the top feature, and then all the other ones. I'm not done. It's not public yet. I haven't really released this. So this is just my first rough draft. For $20 a month, I will answer any and all questions via a direct line of communication through Discord DMs. So PvP advice, money making tips, investing, flipping, account progression, any like specific questions you have. I'm kind of hoping to stick to any amount of questions, because $20 a month is pretty, you know, fucking substantial. But I think any amount of questions should be fine, but just don't. There'll be like a soft limit within reason. If you're asking me like a shit ton of questions every day, a shit ton being like 20 a day or something, maybe, you know. But that's that. And then $50 a month is a personal voice call with me to like talk to me in voice for 30 minutes. It could be on or off stream, where once then you can kind of just ask questions about PokeMMO, talk about your specific account, talk about your achievements and your shiny hunts, and whatever you want to talk about in reason in a voice call with me. And those are limited to 10 spots, because that would be, I can't dedicate that much time to everybody. There's only 10 people could do that. But I'm really excited to do something like that, and just do a like viewer call-ins or viewer talks would be a really fun thing to do on stream at some point. I might even add that to the $20 tier, a much looser thing, like not 30 minutes of dedicated one-on-one time. It would be like, you know, just 5 minutes, come and ask one question here, something like that. We'll tease this out and talk about it, but I think it'll be interesting. Once again, if anybody has any feedback on this, be polite and be nice about it, but I'm looking for feedback, you know. If anybody has like any what's it called? Like I guess if anybody has like any what's it called that sound good, you know, let me know. But yeah, dude, how fucking funny would that be, Clarko? Dude, hell yeah. Some crazy special relationship. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully people understand going in. I'm not, I thought about that, Lumen. I'm a little worried about that. But at the same time, like, part of me does want to get to know, dude, there's some really cool people in my community, and part of me wants to get to know them. But at the same time, it is like, and maybe I don't know, it's tough, you know, because some viewers, I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. I would argue I'm friends with some of my viewers, which is a scary parasocial line to walk, you know. It's not my team, so I just can't control that, Lumi. $100 a month to be in Team Mister is hilarious. Also, is that RW? Is that technically RMT? That's very funny. Dude, yeah, how fun would a 30-minute discussion about like Pokeforce versus PokeMMO or something like that go? Like that'd be like that kind of thing. Oceans is super cool. Yeah, someone just talked about that. I'm really glad he I'm really glad he got unbanned. Like yeah. I'm really glad he got unbanned so quickly, Karen. I didn't know if I'll have to check him out. That's so interesting. What I predicted what happened, Karen, my thing was like I bet that he got the money from an account that RWT'd to multiple players, and then he got hit in the crossfire. Like it wouldn't surprise me if like that account maybe RMT'd or RWT'd to like 10 different people, but then also just donated money to him because they liked the content or something. It sucks. Like that sucks. I'm glad I got unbanned so fast. That's awesome. Assuming the remaining 3 regions got legendaries, which was them as how long would it take to catch all the evolve on each one? Assuming the remaining 3 regions got legendaries for the same way as Johto and Kanto. That's a good question. I mean, the fastest time would be what, 3 months, but it really depends on how much time you're able to hunt and stuff. That's a good. We could like really calculate. That'd be a really good specific question to run into. How's someone gonna team in Mister? You gotta apply. It's like you gotta apply. You can apply on the forums. Anybody's welcome to apply. Keep in mind, it's really fucking hard to get in. Not because we want it to be, but just because so many people want to join. There's only 150 spots. Like when there's a limited amount of spots, you know, it's just tough. It's like if you want to. This sounds really pretentious, and like, let's not say Lakers. Let's say like, imagine you want to be on like a fucking Duke College basketball team or some shit like that. Like one of the best fucking sports teams, you know, Team Mister is the best shiny hunting team in the world in PokeMMO. Like, you know, straight up, right? That we know of, and also my opinion. You have to be really fucking good to get in. It's like if we're rejecting you, we're not trying to dick on you. You know, it's just only the top 150, right? It's really fucking it's really hard. That's really sad as well, Neo. Holy fuck, that someone would be so malicious about that. That is so insane to care about. Damn. I haven't even had that happen to me. That's wild. Let alone like an up and coming creator. That is so fucked. Where's Slotham at? See on YouTube, Slotham. Here. I'm gonna link his YouTube. Go check him out. I don't know. I assume his content. I don't know him, but I assume his content's good. If people are maliciously trying to attack this guy, yeah. Here. Go check him out. Follow, sub, give him support. Check out his videos. Seems like he does shiny reactions, which is like he went 100k drive for a shiny Voltorb. That's fucking impressive. Yeah, he made a video saying they banned me, and then he got unbanned like 3 hours later. Good for him, dude. Really, really good for him. Oh, I've actually watched his payday guide. Hell yeah. So that's how you know it's a good. Hell yeah. Go, yeah, so I know his content's good. Okay, go give him some love, give him some support, because... Yeah, I can't imagine someone trying to maliciously attack this guy. Fuck that. You know, counter it with positivity, counter it with fucking love and support, because that's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like, I haven't even had that happen. It's crazy to think someone would try to do that. Yeah, correct, Lumi, unfortunately. From my understanding, it's for whatever reason, Evolver, it's like technologically not possible for an encounter counter to exist on mobile at the moment for PokeMMO. I don't know why, but dude, it's crazy. Like what happened to him? He got unrightfully banned. So apparently someone said that this is from Neo, and I trust Neo has a lot of like communal, I mean a lot of Pokemon knowledge, but or no, this was from Jonks. Sorry, not Neo. Sorry. This is not from Neo. Let me sorry. This is from Jonks. I think I saw the name and okay, sorry. This is from Jonks. So what happened last week was someone tried to bait him into RMT, but he declined. So what I've speculated is the same person mailed him in that game to get him banned. Obviously just a speculation, but yeah, that's pretty... What I would assume is, yeah, so that person like tried to RMT him, RMT'd with other people as well, and then, yeah, traded to him. So I would bet that like that player RMT'd with like 10 other players, and then also just sent him money to make him look guilty, or even just to like, I don't like his content or some shit. I don't know. If you Google PokeMMO Master Ball, I think my video should pop up. Like the importance of Master Ball, PokeMMO Master Ball. Don't lose a shiny. The importance of Master Ball. I can actually link the video. It really should just be used for shiny Pokemon. Speculation, by the way. Yeah, it's for sure. I appreciate that qualification, Jonks. It's always shocking to me. What's the meme where it's like trouble is always caused when people are bored? You know, for sure. Keep people busy. Develop passions, hobbies, interests. Take you down with me, Pat. No, Lumi, please. There's not a way to transfer Master Balls. Like you could not like Master Balls are not tradable or anything. I've never seen it happen, Fairy, but I could be wrong. For sure, Jonks. Appreciate that qualification. Yeah, I mean, okay. To be fair, anybody who does that is... I think it's against the rules, isn't it, Zoe? Anyone who's posting their... I've literally never posted any of my social media links or any... I've never advertised that I'm streaming in PokeMMO ever. And I don't think you should. I think it's not... Dude, that's just going to put a bad taste in people's mouth. Don't do that. It's really, really, really bad. What's it called? However, I did post on the forums, and you should do that. That's because that's allowed. It's allowed to post, and on Reddit, you're allowed to post videos and content on Reddit and on the forums. But even that, you want to do tastefully. Like you don't want to post like random casual. Like if you're gonna share a video with someone, it better be with the intention to help that person. That's the way you actually grow as a content creator. If you link shit like, oh, here's me, like, I don't know what the fucking, like, even like a shiny montage or some shit wouldn't be that. I mean, that's fine, but like, if you just like advertise you're streaming or some shit, or like, I don't know, something like that, you're not helping that person by any means. If you're linking a guide on Reddit or on the forums, that's like, hey man, this money making method is really good, and it helps me make this amount of money. Like, you could also make this amount of Pokeyen guides, like link helpful stuff in guides on Reddit in the forums, and then even do that like once every couple days, maybe once a week. Don't overdo it. Even I started to overdo it at some point. I posted once a day or once every other day for a little bit, and that was even too much, like a short period of time. I stopped posting on the Reddit as soon as I developed any sort of following. I stopped posting on the Reddit because I think it just gets, you don't need that. It puts a bad taste in people's mouth, you know. Is that true? That actually surprises me. I'm not gonna lie, Wolfgang. I would, even though that's allowed, I would never do that. That sounds horribly annoying. I would hate that. I would have a bad taste in my mouth for the people who do that. I wouldn't like, I don't know. It's not for me. I'm not sure, Oceans. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, no. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know, hilariously. Yo, thanks, Don. Good luck to you too, man. I didn't play the early Chinese New Year events enough to know, actually, Hector, to be totally honest with you. But the last two have been similar. I haven't seen them, but people have been bringing it up a lot over the past 30 minutes. I actually linked his channel and stuff a second ago to go give him some love because, you know, being unrightfully banned fucking sucks. I'm really glad he got unbanned so fast. Yeah, I'm sure, Oceans. I'm sure. Yeah, that I know it happens. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think, you know, once again, if you're putting out content to help people, that's one thing. But if you're just linking like, hey, I'm shiny hunting, come chill, like every 5 minutes, I think that's. And this is also my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree. There's no like objective right here. Fuck. As much as I appreciate that, Wolfgang, I always tell my viewers, guys, I prefer when people don't. If you're advertising my channel genuinely, if someone's like, hey, I'm really new to the game and I'm just like lost, where do I get started? Saying like, hey, there's this helpful YouTuber named Patrouski, like that's fine. There are fine moments, but I definitely don't want people like advertising my stuff aggressively on my behalf because that gets people not liking me when I'm not even the one advertising it and that kind of stings. But it's gonna happen to some extent. But yeah, I trust 99.9% of people are fucking awesome about that. So, what do you have a chance I'm growing? It's not allowed on this account. In Mount Silver's grass, like outside of the area, I believe so. It says cave in the name, but it's outside the grass. Probably not in the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jaheim, it's a good question. I need water in a sec. Yeah, dude. If someone is unrightfully banned, they usually get unbanned really quickly. As like it's like that guy. Like he got unbanned in like 3 hours. It's pretty nuts. You know what? It's probably worth actually. Here, one sec. Yo, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate that in game, dude. Alrighty. How do I... Let me do it like this and then bring chat in front. There we go. All right. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and there's been some pretty big news in the PokeMMO community. A lot of people in my chat have been bringing it up. Around 3 hours ago, a smaller PokeMMO, up-and-coming PokeMMO YouTuber named Slotham was banned from the game. And my response to this, whenever someone says someone is banned, I always say, you know what? That really sucks to hear. It's unfortunate. If they truly were unrightfully banned, I hope they get unbanned as soon as possible. If not, if they were rightfully banned, I hope they stay banned, you know, that sort of thing. That's my general response, because you just never know with this sort of thing. However, Slotham is one of the best examples of he was falsely banned. He was falsely banned, and less than 3 hours later, he got unbanned, which is awesome to see. So I assume he submitted a support request. If you ever get banned and you think it's unrightfully banned, make sure to submit a support request. You should get unbanned pretty easily. He got unbanned in 3 hours, which is awesome. And There's even rumors and speculations going around right now. The reason he got banned was because a certain player sent him 3 million Pokeyen, right? Now, just someone sending 3 million Pokeyen doesn't usually get someone banned. My speculation, and what other people have, other speculations, my speculation is that that player specifically did a bunch of RMT or RWT, which is trading Pokeyen for real money, and with multiple people. He probably got banned for that, and all the people who bought Pokeyen probably got banned for that. So I'm assuming that that guy traded with a RWT with a bunch of people, and then he also just so happened to trade Slotham 3 mil or mail him 3 mil, whether for honest reasons because he enjoyed his content or for malicious reasons to try to get him caught in the crossfire. But when that happens, I assume they just banned all of the accounts that person was trading with to some extent in that short term, like 1 or 2 week period, and he got caught in the crossfire. But thankfully, they double checked it. He did get unbanned really fast. That's awesome to see. And I've just been trying to use this time period to link his stuff and go. I would say go check him out. Like, this guy is doing some really cool content, doing some shiny reactions, and doing some money making guides, just PokeMMO content. And it's really important to come together as a community and go give someone support and love when they experience a tough thing like this, which just sucks and is scary, when he was unrightfully banned. So it's really cool to see. Congrats to Slotham. Thanks to the PokeMMO devs for correcting the issue. Obviously, it sucks he got unrightfully banned, but it's going to happen. There's human error in any game, in anything in life. There's going to be that like 5% margin for error. You can only hope that it gets corrected, and thankfully in this case, it did. So shout out to Slotham. Shout out to devs for unbanning him, and shout out to the story. Really cool to see it happen, kind of, you know. And that's it. Just a cool thing to see. Go check out Slotham, making great content. All right. Trying to get me falsely banned. Yeah, that's the new meme. Yeah, that's a really, really quick unban request and stuff. Very, very impressive in my opinion. Coolio. I will post that later. A little meme. 0 to ban speedrun. Dude, okay, you say that as a joke, Dylan, but I've actually, I think I've talked about this on stream before. I've had the idea of, what if I got permission from the, this will never happen. I'm telling you now, this will never happen. But a really funny piece of content idea would be, what if I went to the developers and got permission? Dude, Slotham's in chat. What's up, man? What do I owe you? Nothing. What the fuck do you mean? What do you? Nothing. Keep making videos. That's what you owe me. How funny of a piece of content would it be if I went to the developers and got permission from like everyone in the staff to be like, hey, can I like bot on an account? I'm gonna like hide my IP. I'm gonna like make it anonymous. I'm gonna bot on a random account and see how fast you guys ban me to test your things. Now, that permission would never happen, so therefore I'll never do it, but it would be a really funny content idea. You know, like how cool is that? I'm glad you got unbanned so fast, Lotham. What's up, dude? I'm so overwhelmed today. So yeah, dude, I would be, dude, oh my God, how fucking petrified would I be if I logged in one morning and saw I was banned? I would fucking cry, man. I'd be so devastated. I only know that. I can only imagine that feeling, dude. Dude, yeah, no, I'm happy to hear it worked out like that, Slotham. I'm super happy to hear it, man. So that's a great question. I don't like talking about this because I don't want, like, I'm not gonna make a video on this. And I'm not going to include this in the stream recap because I do not want anybody being exposed to this more to think it's a good idea. So there has been this person who has been streaming himself botting in PokeMMO. And I've been told from friends who talk to staff that he's been banned like a million times. He's been banned so many fucking times and his bot is shit. Like, I've been told by people, like, the staff are saying this guy's bots suck. They're really easy to detect and he gets banned every time. But he's like selling these bots for like $3 or some shit, a really cheap price. But you get banned. They're a 100% ban trap. So don't, like, the big thing is don't do them. Holy shit. Like, if you like, it's really crazy. Like, it's really sad that this guy is like trying to tease people into like tempt people by streaming himself botting and acting like he's getting banned a fucking million times. It's so sad to see. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, he's making money off it, which is really sad. But just don't be dumb. Don't do that, man. Just don't bot. Don't. It's just so. It's not good for you. It's not good for the game. Botting in any game, dude. Botting in any game is like using cheat codes in The Sims. Okay. As soon as you do it, you lose all sense of value, and the game is no longer fun. If you've ever used cheat codes in a game, you know what I'm talking about. Now, there are certain instances where it's, you know, whatever. But like, if you use cheat codes in The Sims and just get infinite money, you play around for like an hour, you have some crazy fun, and then you're like, you start to realize like, huh, this isn't fun anymore. I didn't earn this money. It destroys your sense of value. Fuck, people planning out their route on how to... Oh, we got banned. Oh, shit. Wait, we got Bearminator in chat. I thank you for coming in chat. We got some staff. This is important for... Thank you for communicating this, dude. Hi, just to clarify, it seems like there's been ongoing misinformation, as there always is, and I apologize if I ever extrapolate that. So let's appreciate this. Spamming chat or mentioning ban to us does not make the appeal quicker to be answered. I'm sorry you had to deal with that today. It also does not influence the outcome. It only makes staff deal with spam. Have a nice day. Just to clarify, yeah. Thank you. It's funny you kind of spammed that, a little ironic. But yeah. Yeah. Guys, if it's not obvious, if you ever think you're unrightfully banned, go submit a support request and just wait. Don't go spam devs. Don't do that. 100%. The feelings about you or your friend being banned are understandable, though. I appreciate that, Bearminator. 100%, dude. 100%. Yeah, don't go do that. Just be patient. It's, yeah, 100%. Good call. People don't, I try to say this all the time. You know, people don't realize like how difficult it is talking to as many people a day that the staff has to, and how much they have to do on the forums, in-game, global chat. I feel like it sucks because this is an issue that I even kind of run into sometimes. Being a staff or being hey, thank you so much, everybody. Being a staff member or being even like a content creator for the game, sometimes you end up only seeing the worst of the community sometimes, which is really sad because you end up moderating. When you're moderating, you're only seeing the cringe spam in global. You're only seeing, you know, the annoying people on the forums, blah, 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 right? You don't get to see the like quiet, honest, hardworking shunters. You don't get to see the people who are just putting hours into the game they love, you know? Because those are the quiet majority, right? Something that I have to remember as a YouTuber is like, most of the time when someone comments on my video, it's just way more likely they're going to leave something negative, because it's hard to feel such a positive response to something you want to comment, but it's really easy to feel a negative response to where you want to comment. It's exclamation mark FAQ 2. Sorry about that, Rumel. Sorry about that. I love you too. What's up, DVC? Yeah, it sucks that it's really easy to develop a jaded view of the community when you talk to so many people as a staff or creator, because yeah, it just sucks. You have to deal with all the worst, the loud minority. It sucks. It's really hard to like not become bitter. Like being a developer or a staff member or a content creator, it's something I fight against every single day, and I'm really lucky that I get to stream and talk to so many incredible people. You have to like fight against becoming bitter. That's something with like just age in general as well. I think it's, let's try this, or fuck, well that worked. I'm sorry, Rubel. Yeah, I never opened global chat, literally ever. I use Streamlabs OBS, Sakar. I think it's technically just called Streamlabs now, but it used to be called Streamlabs OBS, which is funny. It's yes. Community manager is an underappreciated role. You're literally just dealing with problems all day. It's fucking customer support. Which I was talking to my I have an older friend who's in like his 50s or whatever. We have a weird relationship, but I love him. He's awesome. And he doesn't really understand the online content creation stuff. But when I started talking about it, he was like, dude, that sounds like customer support. And I was like, I've never thought about it like that. But yeah, like answering comments, answering questions, like to a large extent, the style of content I do is fucking customer support. I never even thought about it like that, but like 100%. People always talk about like how difficult customer support jobs are, and because you're getting ragged on all day, dealing with so many problems. It's one of those mentally taxing jobs for sure. I never really thought about it like that, but 100%. It was crazy to like hear an outside someone who doesn't really know how to say that. I was like, oh shit, wow, you're totally right. Totally right. Yeah, Discord can be like that as well. It depends. Like with Discord, you can see some really positive stuff, but it's really easy to you look at those spammers. You have to, how many spam accounts you have to ban every day, Fairy, or like just people being or moderation you get stuck in. Like, yeah. Whenever you're in a moderation job, you always have to see the worst of the worst, which just sucks. And just dilute. You have to fight against that loud minority. And understand there's a lot of people who just like, whether you're a content creator, there's a lot of people who do content creation who just like are quiet, head down shunters who just love the game. There's a lot of people who what's it called? Yeah, they're just playing the game they enjoy, you know? My community is unbelievable. Almost any time, like 99.9% of the time I have a serious issue with someone, it's usually because they're not a member of my community and they don't understand or agree with my principles, and which is totally okay. If you don't agree with my principles, morals, don't really have a similar thought process, that's totally fine. Oh my god, it's totally fine. Or if you just like don't like me, totally fine. Just don't watch my content, you know, don't hate watch me. Dude, I know it's like popular and easy nowadays to shit on Reddit, and I'm sorry to add on to that bandwagon, but oh my god, I hate Reddit. Reddit is like, it's insane. Reddit is, I've never seen less experienced people with more confidence than people on Reddit. Now, occasionally, you'll get those experts, and there's like certain subreddits, I'm sure, where it's like people with like thousands of hours of electrician fucking their job, I don't know, some electrician job, and they like know their shit, and like there's some really good advice on Reddit for sure. It's not all of it, but you'll see the most amount of people giving advice with the least amount of experience on Reddit, trying to find that meaning. It's insane. Hopefully not, Tron. Yeah, what's up, Silthum? Dude, I think everyone should record their shiny hunts, or like record their shiny reactions for sure. I think it's so fun, man. You'd have no viewers after your food takes? Yeah, dude, I love, oh my, passionate food debates, media debates, full-on personal opinion debates are some of the most fun. Because like, those are the debates, I always say, man, there's a lot of serious stuff that goes on in the world, and there's a lot of serious stuff going on right now in the world. And what sucks is those debates and solving those problems should be handled really dry, really boring, really lame. That's probably the best way to actually come to solutions, right? Now, the place you can have those passionate discussions, dude, fucking food debates, what TV show's the best, these are the places where you should insert your passion, your hyperbolicism, whatever the fuck. Like, that's fun. That's the opinion stuff is the place to do it. I've been hunting on this account, somewhere around like 40 to 50 hours in total, 22 hours on this. I had an Only Shinies 1 account, which I lost the footage for and had to restart. I'm not allowed to use shiny charms or any outside help, Slotham, but I appreciate the offer is very kind. I can't imagine. Yeah, that sounds like submitting yourself to just hate and like because there's gonna be people who are just on there to attack people, Fairy. That sounds like a difficult. Yeah, that's crazy, brutal to like. Yeah. Are you just sending me a? You don't have to send me a gift, Slotham. You're a dork. I appreciate it, but yeah, dude. A purr shiny? Like a shiny purloin? That's cool, man. My first 3 mil gold. Hopefully you selling it was, you know, the best decision for you. I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations. We lost the account. I didn't lose the account. I lost the footage. So I recorded it for only Shinies 1. I recorded an intro and I sort of explained the series and like all these things. And then my hard drive fucking bricked. My hard drive died. And then, Patrouski. Yes, spelt exactly. Yeah. It's pronounced Patrouski and spelled like that. Patrouski. Yeah. Thank you, Slotham. I lost the footage for that intro, so I decided to go ahead and I had the wrong Pokemon. I had Squirtle on that account because I liked Squirtle, but that was actually an incorrect decision, you know. That's good, at least, Fairy. Like moderating those kind of subreddits sounds like emotional torture every day. PokeMMO Nuzlocke. Yeah, I did. I have a video on that as well. Sell the hard drive on Patreon. I do want to, I can't do that. I do want to, cover that hard drive at some point. Absolutely not selling that hard drive. Hell no. Your first shiny? Yeah, I did first, 100%. My first shiny in all of Pokemon was a Sandslash in black and white. And then, which I'm a pseudo method bred for, like, specifically to get it. I've never gotten a random, like, shiny on accident or whatever. At least on, not my first or whatever. Not growing up. Why would your starter Pokemon matter if you're not going to use it? It's a great question, Shag. The reason why it matters, the reason why Squirtle is actually bad for this challenge is because Squirtle has the lowest base stat speed out of all the Kanto starters. So the only thing that matters is the base stat speed, so you can run away from the wild encounters better. So because your speed is what determines what wild encounters you'll be able to run away from. So Charmander has the highest base stat speed of any stage 1 Kanto starter. So it's the best. You run away from the most encounters with Charmander. Which is really, you know, interesting. There's a lot of like interesting like deep-ish mechanics, like unintuitive mechanics in this. What's a thing you could have done in place of playing Pokemon that would make your life as much Pokemon means to you? Dude, a ton of things. I actually love this question. People always ask me like, oh man, like, what would you do if PokeMMO got taken down? Like, oh, would your life be destroyed? And I'm like, dude, what? No, not at all. I'm a very passionate person. I have a lot of hobbies and interests. If PokeMMO got taken down, I'd probably go back to RuneScape, or maybe go play Magic the Gathering, you know, full time and go back into that game. Maybe I would become like a full-on like anime reviewer or some shit. Maybe I would get more into like retro video game collecting and talk about the intricacies of old consoles and like go into the, maybe I would learn, you know, I've repaired a couple consoles here and there. Maybe I would go more into that field and learn about how to repair you know, more consoles in a more specific way, or getting to the I know the very, very surface level of that stuff. There's so many passions or hobbies or interests I could get into that are like mild passions or hobbies or interests at the moment. Maybe weightlifting, maybe going to the gym, maybe become like a fucking gym bro, do my little gym arc. There's so many things I could do, you know? I think if you're a passionate person, you're almost never passionate just about one thing. It's always like, there's a million things you could do, you know? I love sports. I love playing sports. I'm not really involved in them nowadays, you know, as much as I would like to be, but I used to love watching sports and playing sports growing up, and that would be a cool thing I could, like, you know, there's tons of things I could go back to. It's a great question. A food critic? I don't think I would ever be a food critic. That's ridiculous to me. I could not, no. Obviously you're joke Kappa, right? But I would be like I would be like a joke, like, what's it called? What's it called? What's the word? Like a budget food YouTuber or some shit, where I'm like kind of like Asmongold Steaks. I would kind of do something like that, but like for a bunch of different meals. What sports do you like? Definitely American football is my favorite by far. I fucking love football. Yeah, my dream position was like fucking tight end. I had really fucking good hands and like catching growing up. Obviously, yeah, never really got into like organized sports enough. Didn't have the time or finances, and So you need a lot of support to get into something like that. Like you need a lot, not quite parody. It'd be genuine. It'd be earnest. It'd be like budget meals. Mike Tomlin thing, but luxury fuck. I hate the Steelers. I'm a big Ravens fan. I fucking hate the Steelers. I have a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin. He's been a really good coach for them. And I have a lot of respect for how much I hate certain Steelers players. I always say, like, dude, Santonio Holmes and Hines Ward, I hated those guys so much because of how good they were. I never really cared about Palomalu. I never feared Palomalu, which is a crazy, like, Palomalu, like, he made some good, I don't know, he was, like, obviously a very fucking good player, but I never feared him. I feared Hines Ward and Santonio Holmes to make those game-ending catches. Okay, why are you trying to fucking, what's this fucking toxic masculinity? I could clamp you on the field, Pat. Oh, I could get you. Maybe clamp means something I don't think it is, actually. I don't even fucking know. But if you have any sort of training, you're probably gonna clamp me. Unless you're like really small. I'm a big guy. Like, but if you have any training, you're gonna fucking, you know, if you've played any football, you're gonna stomp me. I really fucking love, dude, I will never understand when people criticize John Harbaugh. He is it. Maybe I'm just fucking copium. He's like one of the best coaches ever, in my opinion. He is unbelievable what he's done to the fucking Ravens organization. Now, obviously, was it Brian Billick before him? Brian Billick was solid. I loved him. He was like a great guy, it seemed like, and great mind on defense and shit. But like John Harbaugh, I don't know, man. I feel like he is like incredible. I cannot believe. I feel like over the last couple years, people have been memeing on him a bit. I don't know, man. Tennis seems like an awesome sport, but I do not have the cardio for tennis right now. I would love to get there. We won't catch a ball? What? Yeah, what? Okay. Imagine, dude, the levels of toxic masculinity. Sorry to use the cringe word, but it's fucking just like the ego. It's just cringe. Imagine being like, yeah, man, I really enjoy football. I really would love to play a tight end. You would never catch a pass against me. I would guard you so fucking. And it's like, dude, holy fuck, bro. Maybe at that point, maybe you do need to take some estrogen. Calm your fucking testosterone. Not even that, but like insecurity. Dude, I don't know, dude. Holy shit. Calm the hell down. Bill Belichick over Harbaugh? I mean, Bill Belichick is a fucking legend. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, but I'm not going to say Harbaughs are better than Bill Belichick, but I don't know. It's kind of like it's like a Go Lions. Yeah, dude, more power to him. Sports ball talk. I love American football. Baseball, basketball. I played the most basketball growing up because I always hated, this is so funny, I hated wearing pads. Oh my god, I hated wearing pads. So I played the most basketball because you have to wear pads. It was awesome. Yeah, dude, Lamar is insane. Lamar is so underrated. It's ridiculous. Dude, it's such a niche. I feel like only maybe some Ravens fans have seen this meme. There was some super niche meme recently where it's like Joe Flacco reading fan mail, right? And DK Metcalf is a crazy human. I love him. His, like, if you watch his diet, I love talking about DK Metcalf because he's one of the most interesting humans on the planet. I'm gonna fuck that niche meme. Let's talk about DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is famous for, dude, this man is like easily the strongest wide receiver in the league. Like easily, right? Strongest, fucking most muscular, like fucking great, whatever, right? This guy says he eats like 2 bags of gummy worms a day, right? So he like wakes up and just works out for like 10 hours while eating gummy worms and then has like a big dinner and then goes to bed. It's fucking wild. Like his diet is insane. This man just eats like candy. He's a science experiment. He literally just eats candy all day for like the fucking sugar and carbs to like keep working out. He just eats fucking candy, like 2 bags of candy a day. And then a big like nice protein meal before. It's wild. He's the craziest human, and he's like the strongest guy in the NFL. It's insane. Built different, 100%. Fuck. Sorry to hear that, Kate Slapper. Good luck to you, man. Dude, that's so... Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, I may be Parnell. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about... I don't know. It's not my place, and I don't know enough about that, but... it sucks. I think it's just like... people love to... I don't know what it is. I don't know why Lamar's been the underdog. Like, I don't think people said this about Vic. When Vic was... like, I don't think people ever, like, memed on Vic. I don't know. This hard. But I don't know. I don't know if I was like a... I don't know if I was like... what's it called back then? Like watching... I don't think I was watching... Was I watching ESPN and stuff like that? I don't know. Before Lamar, Vic was my favorite quarterback of all time. Obviously, he's had some issues off the field. But he seemed... I always say, like, if you want to, you know, hold that against him, fair enough, I guess. More power to you. But he is, like, the definition of the jail rehabilitation process succeeding. He, like, it's actually crazy, like, how he came out and, like, if you ever seen his documentary or seen him, like, talk, he, like, took full responsibility and totally regretted his actions. And, like, I think he ended up opening a foundation for dogs as well. Like, obviously, you know, you can say he's just doing it to whatever, but, you know, I would just go listen to him talk. I think he is, like, the definition of jail actually working, which sucks that it almost never works. Yeah. I love Vic. Vic was my favorite quarterback for a long time, until Lamar, probably. I mean, it's just Twitch auto does that, so but you probably shouldn't say, yeah, that's, yeah. I mean, it's, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not to get political. Not to get political, but the biggest thing that everybody can agree on is the name of the new Washington team sucks. Why did they name it that? The Commanders? Nobody likes that. The Commanders sucks. What a shit name. Not that they should, you know, get it fucking goddamn though. That name sucks. I think everybody agrees with that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm happy for... Oh, am I back? Hello? Test. I effed for sure. F-a-renoed, boys. I don't know what... Nothing happened. No internet. No more internet was consumed. Oh, yeah. I appreciate that opinion, VX. Fair enough, man. Yes, Toastmaker. What's up, dude? Parker Iman, by the way. UIM, by the way. What's up, dude? Gotta always talk about it. Okay, I think I'm back. Am I lagging still? Or am I good? Okay, I'm fine. Just a quick drop. The fuck happened there? Dude, American internet just sucks. I mean, I don't want to get into that conversation once again, Sosa, but my initial thought to that would be that doesn't necessarily give you... It still doesn't, like... It's kind of like asking... Imagine asking a black person, can I say the N-word? And being like, oh, one guy said I could, so therefore... You know, it seems kind of, you know... But once again, I don't know. I don't want to have the debate here. That's a conversation for a different stream or a different thing, you know? Colin Kaepernick? Cool quarterback. Dude, I don't know. Guys, I don't want to fucking discuss politics. I'm sorry. Political shit here. I really do like this place to be a place for people to come and relax. No, that's totally fine, Sosa. That's totally fine. I always like, as long as I don't care, I literally do not care what your opinions are in my chat, as long as you're not... You shouldn't be sharing political opinions for the most. We have some situations where it's acceptable. I just don't want you to be excluding anyone. As long as you're not excluding anyone or like being, you know, attacking people in my community, that's all I care about. I don't care if your opinion, you totally fine to have whatever opinions. I know that my opinions aren't the only ones. I know that my opinions aren't objectively correct. on a lot of stuff. And a lot of us are trying to figure things out. A lot of humans are just trying to figure things out and just be the best we can be. And it's really easy to get lost in that process. How many encounters? Yeah. Except for Cowboys fans, except for Steelers fans. They can stay. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I loved it. No, I gotta have Steelers fans to meme on. And for them to remind me how many times Heinz Ward has beat us at the last second. I feel like a lot of people hate the Cowboys. I'm neutral on the Cowboys. I don't have a take. I don't care. People fucking hate the Cowboys. I'm neutral. This is the only Shinies account. It's not really a new account. I've been working on it very passively for a super long time. But, yup. There should be an FAQ going over the details in the description. Yeah, I mean, his career was cut way too short, for sure. Line, for sure. A lot of bad apples. It's probably the same with Philly fans. I always say, like, I actually love... Dude, I always say, most Philly fans are actually awesome people and are just passionate and aren't fucking... Not even too passionate, right? I love Phillies fans and I love Philly sports. I love the Eagles, dude. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm a Ravens fan, but fucking... I respect it, man. I love Deshaun Jackson. I love when they took back Vic. I love Brian Westbrook, Brian Dawkins. McNabb was great. Like, dude, the Eagles had some really cool people. Is it Jason Kelsey who's like their center now? Whatever. People, like, they've had some really cool people. However, 1 out of 10 Eagles fans are unhinged. 1 out of 10 are haters. 1 out of 10 are downright fucking haters. No. When the fuck did that happen, Cootie? Is that true? I totally didn't see that. When was that? 6 hours ago. Oh, okay. He is saying it's rumors. I didn't announce what I was doing on purpose. It seems like he accidentally, like, maybe tweeted something. There's too much emotion to make a retirement decision. Damn, he's thinking about it. He's like heavily thinking about it. But you always are thinking about it. You always are thinking about it. Damn. I mean, fair, more power to him, you know, fair enough. 1 out of fans of every sports team are unhinged. I strongly disagree. It depends on the sport, depends on the, obviously, you know, fair. I get what you're saying. I get what you're coming from. Depends on the team, dude. I'll never forget. It's because I actually love that you brought this up, Ryuk. It's because my Twitch stream died. And when that happens, for whatever reason, when your Twitch stream disconnects, Twitch, like, doubles your view count for a sec. Because they think it's like, does that make sense? They think, like, you have the viewers from when you disconnect, and when you reconnect, they, like, double it. It's really fucking weird, or some shit like that. But I saw that as well. It's just a weird glitch.
Close your eyes.
I read every month. Yeah, dude, honestly. Oh, yeah, 100% Champion Black. 100%. The throttling shit's a real... We need legislation against ISPs to keep them in check. It fucking sucks, but, like... This has been an ongoing battle for the past, like, 20 years. I talk about this all the time on stream. There's a couple issues. Firstly, there's not enough people in Congress or enough people in politics that understand internet and how the internet works and just internet infrastructure. Not that I do to really make these decisions. There's not enough people who understand to actually vote on or care about this stuff. And then secondly, every single time that a piece of legislation tries to get passed to actually crack down on ISPs and be like, hey, you can't say you can get this amount of speeds, but only offer this, or throttle, or overbook nodes, or whatever the fuck, right? Every time that happens, they also weave in some shit where it's like, oh yeah, also, by the way, we can spy on your shit. Or also, by the way, ISPs can spy on your shit. Like, they always try to weave in, or also, we can, like, block your fucking internet to certain websites. Like, they always try to weave in restrictions to internet freedom whenever those bills go to pass, and that... So it always causes those bills to fail. And it's so fucking cringe. Things like SOPA. Do you ever remember SOPA? Like, fuck SOPA was a huge trend. And, like, was it 2008? 2012? We had fuck SOPA. Who was that one guy who everybody hated, right? Like, a couple years ago. Guy everybody hated. internet legislation. Most hated man on the internet. What was this guy? Ajit Pai. Yes, this guy. Ajit Pai. The Net Neutrality Act. Yes. Like, dude, it sucks because, like, there were some good things in net neutrality, but there's also a fucking lot of shitty things. Yes. It's insane. Like, every single time we try to actually get legislation on internet stuff, we get people like, we get net neutrality, we get SOPA, we get all these things that people fucking hate. And it's so annoying when, like, if you just passed a bill being like, hey, if ISPs say you're gonna get this speed, you should be able to get that speed with a decent amount of, like, router or whatever. Like, there's even situations where, like, ISPs will advertise a certain speed with, like, the best gear in the best wire, blah, blah, the best circumstances, and then even when you have those best circumstances, you still don't get those speeds. Like, it's a huge issue. It's literally false advertising and not qualified advertising. I always say, like, internet is the only service in the entire world where you will pay them for one thing, and if you don't get that one thing, there's nothing you can do. If your internet drops for any amount of time, you should get paid back that month for that drop. Like, it is unbelievable there aren't ramifications for internet just going down or being shut off, or it's unbelievable. It's crazy. It's insane. 3-month refunded. Dude, you don't get shit in America. It's one of the things we are so behind on. It's so embarrassing. And we're you know, I'm not here to we do, people love to shit on America. It's easy points to do so. We have a lot of good and a lot of bad. A lot of things to improve on. It's crazy how people, yeah, it's internet services suck, man. That is incredible, Clarko. Like, that's such a good, it's so, yeah, it's embarrassing for us. The only thing that'll change it, Jack Lee, is legislation, for sure. True, Tom. No, just got it. True. Yeah. How is that not a thing in the U.S. line? And good for fucking Brazil for doing that. Like, we just have no legislation against it, so they can just do whatever the fuck they want. It's crazy, man. Yeah, for sure, champion. That's like, yeah. I talk about it a lot on stream because it's a big issue, and I get affected by it all the time. It sucks, man. And there should be room for error and room for mistakes. It's okay, but at the same, like, tech issues just happen, but you should be compensated, you know. Yeah, that's. I was gonna say it doesn't surprise me, but no, that does surprise me, VX. That's pretty insane. That's a whole complicated issue, Oceans, that I'm not qualified. I don't, you know. I've heard a lot of back and forth. I don't know. Really easy to say that is a huge issue. I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's, well, dude, yeah. How crazy is that? Like, we're just brushing the surface. Because Tron, you're 100% right. Where, like, the other huge issue is the monopoly. Like, the game monopoly. It's a horrible issue. No. Fucking, you have, most people in the US have 2 internet providers, if you're lucky, right? You have Comcast or Verizon, Xfinity or Fios, right? That's it. And maybe some local provider, right? But 99.99999% of the time, that local provider is like DSL speeds. It's not even an option. It's so bad it's not even worth considering. It's, yeah. My mom used to work with internet back when I still lived with her. She lost access for 3 days, went to court and lost. How does that happen? Like, dude, god damn, GMZ. That's so sad to me. Jeez Louise. You couldn't pay this fucking woman for her missed hours of literal work. Like, I don't know, man. People, yeah, I don't know, man. It's why people always meme on streamers for like, oh, like your internet just went down. It's not a big deal. And I'm not a big creator. It's whatever. But like, I don't know. It kind of matters even more. Like if I'm not a big creator and I'm scraping by, me missing a couple hours of stream, like that could be the, not that, you know, I'm fine. I save, I'm fine. But like that really fucking hurts your income. It's fucking horrible. What's a good download speed where you're at? A good download speed is like 25 megabytes per second, I would say. Like, I think at my current place on Wi-Fi, I get like 10 to 12. 10 to 15. And at Casey's place, I think I get like 25. And then yeah, it's fucking pathetic, man. The fuck is that? And I am in Maryland and Virginia. Keep that in mind. These are two of the biggest internet capitals in the US. I have it good. How fucked is that? I have it. It's unbelievable, dude. It is unfucking believable. It's pathetic is what it is. God damn, is it pathetic. Mike is cutting really bad. Is that true? You didn't move in with her? I obviously I've wanted to move with him for forever. I've explained that situation a couple times. 100%. I've lived in areas where I've had like under a megabyte. It's fucking brutal. That shit is unhinged. Congrats, Devination. Nice, dude. I will say, so in my opinion, maybe this is dumb. In my opinion, speed test, a lot of online internet tests aren't going to be accurate because they're going to slight your numbers up. What I do, this is really funny and kind of dumb, but what I do to test my internet speeds, I mean, I do internet tests sometimes too, but I don't think they're accurate at all. Check your effective, by checking like your effective speeds, unironically what I do, this sounds really funny, but it's true. Try to download a big game on Steam and then check like what your download is. That, in my opinion, that's like the best way because that's your actual internet speed, right? That's going to be like, that's going to be what stuff downloads and stuff at. Yeah, that's how I do it, honestly. Yes, yes. Every time I've ever done a speed test, it's wildly inaccurate. It's always way too fucking high. If I do a speed test right now, I'm pretty sure it's going to be solid. I don't want to do it on stream because it'll probably fuck up my shit, but. That is so crazy. That's so cringe, Rumel. Yeah, you'll get unlimited plans of data, but they still throttle you past a certain point. It's ridiculous. Yeah. That's incredible, Ryuk. Yeah, that's awesome. I would say like Google Fiber is incredible. It's just only in like what 12 counties in the whole US. It's kind of hyperbolic, but like it's available in so few places. Dude, I would love something like that, Cake Slapper. Nice, Devination. Congrats, dude. Dude, what a good stream today. I fucking appreciate you guys hanging out. This has been a really fun stream for me. Oh, AT&T fiber. I don't know anything about that, actually. I hear people keep talking about Starlink. I don't know much. It's very new. I don't know much about it. Maybe it is really good. I don't know. Fiber. I don't know anything about AT&T fiber. That's interesting. Dude, I would happily pay. I would legit pay like a fair amount of money for really good internet, you know? I might be willing to pay like $300 a month for like insane internet, but it doesn't matter how much you pay in the US. It's always like fucking dog shit, I feel like. You cannot gift Pokemon like the 15 IVs across and neutral nature. These are untradeable. If you hover over the ribbon, it'll say. Okay, Casey coming over, boys. Pog. Yes, exactly, Danny. 100%, dude. Exactly. Fiber requires. And once again, dude, I don't have like I don't have the most, dude. Anyone who has worked in the internet field, a Pico bit is gonna know way 10 times more than me. So please take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't like, you know, I've been around that field, but I don't fucking have any experience. I didn't get a degree yet. You know, keep that in mind. From my understanding, yeah, the reason why fiber takes so much more infrastructure, you have to like build the fucking lines, right? But god damn, is it worth it? That's okay. I love memeing on you, Clarko, and fucking, but goddamn, is that a huge fucking W? 50, is that British pounds? 50 pounds a month for 1 gigabyte download. that's, you can take the W today, my friend. Eat your beans on toast with pride today, because that's actually the fattest fucking W. I would eat this is the craziest sentence, okay? I'm never gonna say this ever again, okay? I would eat beans on toast once a day if it meant I could get good internet, like 1 gigabyte download and like good upload as well. Like if I could get like 2, like what's your upload? That's the big thing for me as a streamer. Like uploads really fucking is everything. I would suffer through, man. I would suffer through beans on toast to get good internet, dude. I've been passively working on this account for like 2 years. Very, very passively. I'm not on it much, but yeah, I'm honestly surprised how many encounters I've got up to. Yeah, I'd have to like fucking... Can I throw extra shit on the beans on toast? We've converted him. He's basically British now. I would do it for good internet, dude. Costly for initial setup, yeah. I'm okay with a costly initial setup. I think that's reasonable. I hate beans though. Can I use grilling beans? Why are you hating on beans on toast? Dude, come on. Do I have to explain it? Gotcha. That's like... That's a lot of fucking money, Parnell. Damn, to be fair. Jeez. I'd have to like do the math on that, really think about it. Plus, I feel like you have to like live in that location for a long time, right? I don't know. That's probably not worth it, honestly. Which is a sad thing to say, but that's a lot of money. Yeah, I 100% need 2 oceans. I 100% like, yes. It's something I probably should, especially like, okay, so the real thing is me and Casey will be moving in together finally in the next like 5 months or so. I'll definitely have to look into something like Starlink. You know, probably a new place. Be a business. Yeah, that makes sense, Parnell. 100%. Super fair, man. Super fair. Dude, that's the dream, Tom. How insane would it be? What's the over under on believers versus doubters? You can probably tell by the way that I use that word. Dude, I don't know what the fuck over under means. I feel like sports betting is getting so popular and everybody uses all these fucking words. Oh, it's a 12-leg parlay. Fucking 59,000 over under. I don't know what the fuck any of this means. This is it's like a different language to me. It is unbelievable. Dude, it's fucking wild, dude. I love sports betting. It's fun. I get it. I did it once because I signed up for a new account and they gave you like a bunch of free bets. And I think I won like a couple $100 because like I bet on a Nuggets game and the meme was like, what I did was I took all the free bets and I was like, oh, I'll bet one of these on if there's, you know, 5 starting players. And I just bet like my money on like each 5 of them getting the first shot, the first points or whatever. And one of them got it. So I just won like a couple $100. Like it was just so easy. But yes, sports betting is really scary how popular, because like sports betting is fun. Gambling can be fun and can be cool. It's so hard to do responsibly. And it's really sad that it's also probably one of the worst addictions, which sounds really intense, but like it can ruin your life. Like if you're like, I always say like, if you get to like 300, 500K in debt from gambling, I don't know what the fuck you do. That feels insane to me. Yeah, that feels crazy. I mean, from my understanding, he's fine. Just he makes money. He's not in debt, but obviously it hurts the mental. But gambling can be fun responsibly, but it's one of the hardest things to do responsibly. We need way more. How commercialized it is, yeah. I mean, gambling's. it sucks because I think there's a lot of people right now who are over hating on gambling, but I also understand where they're coming from because it's really scary. Gambling, it's just this. It's gambling should be treated the same way as drinking. Should be treated the same way as smoking cigarettes. Like, also, I mean, I would argue it's crazy how over normalized drinking is. Dude, I will never understand how over normalized drinking is. Drinking is fucking crazy. To be like the idea of going to a wedding and everybody's drinking. If you like step back and think about it, you're like, holy, like at this wedding, everybody is like doing this substance to like dull their mind, to like have more fun. That also like hurt. It's fucking wild to think about. And it's like legal and normal and like it is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, it's just so normal. Yeah, it's because it's been around it's been so normal for so long. But if you think about it, it's crazy. It's crazy to step back and think about. Fuck oceans. I suck at poker. Poker is really cool. I love watching poker. I suck at poker. I am like arguably not being sarcastic, arguably one of the worst, probably one of the worst poker players on the planet. I have zero poker face. Even, I mean, I guess online poker would be something, but I'm not good. I'm way too emotionally inclined to play poker well. Blackjack, I love blackjack. You know, you can only be so good at blackjack, but I'm decent. I'm not good, but, that's cope. I understand. Most people drink these beverages because it tastes good, not because they want to get drunk. That's cope. If you are drinking alcohol, also you shouldn't do that. If you're drinking alcohol because it tastes good, just drink a non-alcoholic drink that tastes the same. Alcohol objectively tastes bad. It is an acquired taste, similar to like coffee. Bitterness and shit like that is like objectively a taste that we do not like from spawn, right? From birth, spawn. You can come to like it via like drinking it or appreciate it. It's an acquired taste socially. Alcohol is if you're drinking alcohol should be treated like a drug, which I mean it obviously is, but it should be treated like a medicine where it's like, oh, I am only like, if you're drinking, you should be drinking to get drunk. And I think casually drinking and stuff like that is weird. I don't know. This is obviously a hot take. Feel free to disagree with me. I don't know. Cocktails. I love cocktails, but the meme is like, okay, maybe this is. I do think that this is a me thing. I have never in my entire life tasted an alcoholic beverage and been like, oh, I can't taste the alcohol. Never. It could be 1% and I'm tasting it. You taste. I do. I taste the bitterness, no matter what. If you put a fucking teaspoon of vodka in my lemonade, I'm tasting it. I'm like, this is off. I've never once, and I'm really good at like, I'm pretty good at pouring really strong, sweet drinks, but you can't like, but you'll always taste it. What's so good? Yeah, like the meme is when you're drinking alcohol, you're pushing past the alcohol. It's it's an acquired taste. Check memes. Gotcha. And it's okay. Like the meme is if someone tells me, oh, I enjoy the taste of alcohol, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, no, you don't. Because they probably do enjoy it. But it's not that it's an enjoyable. Well, now it's an enjoyable. You've essentially. This is gonna sound. I don't mean this. You trick your brain in a lot of good ways. It's a good thing to trick your brain into liking alcohol to some extent. What you've done is you've like tricked your brain into liking the taste of alcohol. You don't really enjoy it like from spawn. But does that really matter? And that's a really good question. You know, I don't know. That's a whole fucking question. I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know. Memes in Discord. Why can't I can't find. There's way too many chat things in my Discord. I can't even find it. There's so many fucking channels. I actually kind of don't like it. Mark this as red. Collapse that. Mark this as red. Is Mist gonna link it to me? I fucking love you, Mist. Thank you. Internet speed. Ping settings. Wait, what is this? Oh, someone's just okay. Full fiber Total home Wi-Fi. What's the meme here? I don't understand. Is this Clarko? Oh, is this your... I see what you're saying. This is your thing. That's so good, dude. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's so good, dude. I love broccoli and mac and cheese, but... Talk myself into uncertainty. I qualify everything I say aggressively because I know that it's totally possible that everything I know about the world is wrong, which is a very scary thought to entertain, but it's one that I've come to terms with at one point in my life where I realized, holy fuck, my foundation of thinking is deeply flawed, and I had to start from scratch. And I think it's really, really important to like always keep that in mind. And I think keeping that in mind helps you not get there, hopefully. But if you have to restart, you gotta restart. Sorry, thank you, Clarko, and thank you, Mist. You enjoy alcohol? Name all the alcohols. Based. Dude, I love that. That's a good meme. Yes, everybody, dude, like, I just started to like wine. It's like every time you have like, everybody hates alcohol the first time you, and it's an acquired taste. Once you drink more and more, you start to like it. I think Z-Rob, I think you're 100% correct. That's, yeah, 100% Z-Rob, for sure. It's, yeah. The more you drink, the easier it becomes to just, yeah, drink stuff. So I'm at a couple of brewskis while watching UFC. I get it, dude. I'm with you. I'm not, sorry, I don't want to like shame anybody for drinking. I think it's crazy how normalized it is. I drink. I just got drunk the other fucking night, bro. Dude, I love it. It's fun. I totally get it. I just think it needs to be like, I think the biggest thing with drinking, dude, okay. One of the biggest, this is like the easiest tip with drinking that I have found. The harder things that execute this is really difficult, but the lesson, this is what I do to like, I've never had a problem with drinking, okay? Never, thankfully. I'm someone with tendencies. I could have issues with that shit. If I feel like I need to drink, I don't drink. If I had a bad day, I don't drink. If I ever want to drink to like enhance an experience, or if I'm like, you know what? I'm having a chill day. I'm down to chill and have a drink. It'll kind of just be like a little bonus on top. I'll drink. But if I'm like, man, I'm feeling bad, man, I never, ever, is weed legal in Maryland? No, but it's decriminalized in DC. So you can go over to DC and, not bring it back to Maryland though. That would be very, 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 very naughty. I think, did Maryland decriminalize it as well? Is weed criminalized in Maryland? Approved of ballots to allow these cannabis. Oh wait, wait, what? Is it just legal in Maryland now? What the hell? Simple possession of less than 1.5 ounces. There's no penalty. Possession of 1.5 to 2.5 can be a civil offense with a fine. Okay. Hell yeah, based. Odd Maryland. Yeah, dude, I say this all the time, Oceans, and I have so much love and respect for you for that. Alcohol and stuff like that is cool. If you can live your life without alcohol and without drugs, it's probably ideal. I could be wrong, but I'd say it's probably like better. I think it's just ideal if you can do that. Don't let people pressure you into like, oh, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, that's Pod Cootie. Okay, cool. Based. Dude, I am so sensitive to... Do you ever smoke weed? I've never smoked. The idea of smoking really scares me. I don't know. I got fucking fear-mongered, I guess, by growing up in school or some shit. The idea of puffing stuff into my lungs just feels really horrible. I have done edibles multiple times. Multiple being like less than 10. The thing is, so we recently took a trip over to DC and to buy some stuff, and I bought some THC elixir. This shit is crazy. I've done it like twice, right? And each time I've done it, I've been high for like 22 hours. I have to be really careful when I do it. because it lasts so long. It's fucking wild. I am such, and I know that, and I will fully admit this on stream. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", like 270 at the moment. A little too heavy. I don't get down. I'm 6'4", 270. Big fucking guy, right? I am the biggest lightweight when it comes to alcohol, any mental substance. I am such a lightweight. It is so effective on me. It's crazy. Yeah, cigs are just horrible. Yeah, I was around cigarette smoke a lot when I went to I don't know, chat. I don't know. I have to check. When I was like in the Magic the Gathering scene and stuff, a lot of people like between rounds would just 6'4", not wrong. I wish I was taller. I say this all the time. Like, yeah, maybe it's a little stolen valor. I wish I was taller. I always say like even at 6'4", you're like, yeah, but if I was just like 6'6", like, oh, that would be, you know. And then if I was 6'6", I'd probably be like, oh, but imagine if I was 6'8". Oh, how sick would that be? Like, I feel like you just want to be taller every time. It doesn't fucking matter. Wish I was a baller. Shot caller. And broke his leg? Holy shit. That's insane, Trod. That's fucking wild. That's a funny story to tell. Obviously, it sucks, but... Just drink pothole water? I think it's the secret, man. I always say... Dude, I grew up... The amount of metals and chemicals that are in my water... Oh my... It did me wonders. I'm just saying, dude. Did me wonders. I think 5'10's a great height. Yeah, 100%. Agreed. Agreed. Stage 3. Now chat's just, we're all just flexing our fucking heights and memes. Okay. The most beneficial thing my height gives me is just the ability to eat more food, dude. I'm a fat ass at my heart, dude. I am deeply a fat ass. And I have to like, it's crazy how much I have to like resist and like let my stomach fucking rumble before I'm able to eat to like actually not gain weight. Like I always say, I gained like 10 pounds recently in like the span of 2 to 3 weeks. It was wild. Me and Casey, after we got engaged, we got engaged in like December 16th or something, and I was like, you know what, dude, we just got engaged. I know we're gonna diet and get in shape for the wedding. I'm gonna relax while I can, splurge while I can. I'm gonna do the meme where I just like eat whatever the fuck I want until the new year. So like 2 weeks, like 16th, I gained like 10 to 12 pounds, like 10 to 15 in those fucking 2 weeks. I feel like if I just listen to my body and eat whenever I'm hungry, I fucked myself. What's your favorite snack? My favorite snack? I don't know. My favorite food in the whole world is chicken pot pie. I love a Miss Bud's chicken pot pie. God damn, it's so good. Dude, yeah, no, for sure, Clarko. 100%, dude. 100%. I hate being hungry. Yeah, I just have a lot of bad relationships with food, which sucks, but I have to overcome. Like I always say, it is like impossible for me. I shouldn't say it's not actually, but I hate going to bed hungry. It's like I panic if I try to go to bed hungry. I freak out. I panic. It's like a survival instinct for me because I hate going to bed hungry. Is like the worst feeling. It makes me panic, and it makes me feel like I need to like stock up on calories to survive. It's a total fucking survival instinct thing. It sucks. Yeah. Yeah, this is Kanto Toastmaker. Yeah, no, dude, it sucks. Or what's chicken Popeye? Like Popeye's chicken? Wait, what's up? Oh! Chicken pot pie. Sorry, Neo. Chicken pot pie. Sorry, I see what you're saying. Fucking maybe Oceans. I don't know, dude. Maybe. Yeah, chicken pot pie is my favorite food. I also love, for any British people, oh my god, shepherd's pie is like, I love a shepherd's pie. Any casserole dish, I love. Lasagna. Throw a shit ton of ingredients into a fucking baking pan and bake it, and I'll be so happy, man. Chicken pot pie, shepherd's pie, lasagnas. Oh my god, dude. I like quiche. No, dude, no, I definitely, I was like, you're not wrong, Neo. Popeye. You're not wrong. Lasagna is incredible, dude. Oh, lasagna is so sick. Fuck, I don't know what Popeye is either. Okay, if Google like a cottage pie, I don't know. I think cottage pie is just shepherd's pie. At least that's what we call it. Yeah, I think it's the same for us. Shepherd's pie, cottage pie, or in the French version, hachis parmentier. Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. I know that, I think traditionally it's cooked with lamb. Dude, we eat so little lamb here in the US. Lamb is another one of those foods where I feel like I actually do like lamb, or could like lamb, but I've had so little of it. I feel like I don't know if I wouldn't call lamb an acquired taste, but like it's so I've only had it twice. And the first time I had it, I was like, that's not really good, but it's not bad. It's just so weird. The second time, I was like, oh, that's pretty good, but still really weird. So I feel like if I had it a third time, I'd be like, oh, that's just good. I feel like, yeah. That's the same way I was with kava, with like Mediterranean food, dude. Mediterranean food is so different from like American food, like normal, typical, like Southern food, whatever the fuck, right? The first time I had it, I was like, this is so strange. But then I craved it. Like I was like, this is so weird. Then and now kava is like my favorite, like fast casual restaurant for sure. Oh my god, I love it. Kava for lunch is so nice. Kava with like the sun out. It's like a lunch food. I feel like kava for dinner wouldn't hit as hard for me, but like kava is like a great lunch food. I love chicken pot pie. Yeah, I specifically love Miss Bud's chicken pot pie, which is a brand. It's like a frozen pot pie. Oh my god, I love it so much. It sounds so funny, but it's so good. It has a nice thick layer of crust on top, and then oh my god, I love chicken pot pie. Miss Bud's chicken pot pie. Casey loves birria, and Casey got me to try beer. Not that I wouldn't try beer, I just wasn't really around birria. Birria's so good. Oh my god, I just love a wet fucking food, a wet meat. Dude, and birria is that. Oh my god, a marinated sloppy meal, dude. Oh my, I love it. I love it so much. I like Indian food. I don't love Indian food. I like it a lot, but I feel like it's lower on the totem pole for me. But I like it. I haven't had a good gyro, but I feel like I could. But I haven't had a good one, but I feel like I could. I've only had like 2 or 3. I want to get this. There's this really good Indian place near me and Casey. Really, really good. They have a lamb chop, like a lamb, like fucking, what's it called? It comes with like a big bone. It looks so good. That place is incredible too. I do love meat. I love meat so much. I always say, I've heard people say that I'm on it. Let me say chef. Why did I say chef? Chef Crusoe. My goal is to look like this guy. God damn, this guy's jacked. Oh no, I've seen this guy on Dude, this guy's so fucking secretly jacked. What the hell? This picture of his arms. Good for him. No, that's actually so funny. I've watched this guy a fair bit on like, dude, you wanna know my guilty pleasure? And Casey knows this, and I'm a loser for this. I don't know, it's fun. Do it for like, you should only do this for like an hour a day though, max. YouTube Shorts, man. I get fucking sucked into YouTube Shorts. Tandoori Hut. I don't think so. Let me check. Oh, is it like it's like a chain restaurant? No, I've never had this. I don't think. I've had I went to an Indian buffet semi recently, a couple months ago. Oh my, I must have put them out of business, dude. What people sleep on, I've never heard about these in my entire life. Never anybody talk. If there's any like, I know I have like an Indian audience. Your guys' desserts. Why the fuck does nobody ever talk about Indian desserts? I forget what the fuck it was that I ate. It was like a syrup soaked bread ball. It was so rich. I loved that shit. I ate like 4 of them, and I was like about to blow. I was about to fucking vomit after. I was so full. They're so dense. But oh my god, I loved that shit. That and they had like a mango milkshake or a mango smoothie. Dude, I got my money's worth. This Indian buffet must have hated me. Every buffet must hate me, dude. I swear, I don't know how people stay in business with eaters like me around. It's it's fucking wild. Dude, oh my god. You can download this game on iOS. The installation process is unfortunately a little tricky, and I think you need a fucking laptop, or so you need some sort of computer to even get it on iPhone, which sucks. The process is a little annoying, so keep that in mind. But you can, and it should be safe if you follow, you know, there's instructions for it on their website, on the PokeMMO official website. Secret shiny soon? It'd be crazy if I got a secret shiny on this account. That'd be pretty nuts. Oh, that's a cool option, Amano. Gotcha. Thank you for... Okay. It's a cool option if people don't have a computer. You know, it's reasonable. Yeah, fair, Amano. Good to know. I tried to install on iOS and I gave up very quickly. I was like, oh, fuck, you gotta download iTunes? No, I'm good. Oh my god. I can't imagine. Honestly, what I did... So, my solution... So, okay, people were asking about how to install on iOS and stuff, and the iOS installation is kind of a pain for mine. There are instructions on the official PokeMMO website. I would check those out. I think you do need a computer still to install on iOS devices, unfortunately, for PokeMMO. Someone in chat is saying you can pay $20 a year for an app to do it without the computer. That's a cool option. I'm going to be honest. I tried to install on iOS, and I hated it. It sucked. It asked me to download iTunes, and I gave up so fast. What I did, this is kind of a cheap, this is a dumb cop-out, but, dude, I just bought a, like, $40 tablet on eBay. Like, a $40 Android tablet, brand new. And I just downloaded PokeMMO on that, and that was way easier. That is so nice. Now, the issue with that is, like, if you want to play it on the go, you're still gonna have to pay for some sort of cell service. But if you only play on Wi-Fi anyway, which is what I do with the tablet, it's an awesome option for a mobile PokeMMO play, so... If you have Wi-Fi and you don't mind, $40 for the cheapest tablet on eBay or something like that. Just make sure you get a cheap Android tablet. The screen is beautiful. It's super bright. It works really, really well. I'm very happy with it.